Following podcast may be explicit. One Joe Young presents Adventures from the Shed, a tabletop RPG podcast. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com. And you can find us right here at Adventures from the Shed, coming at you with our first episode of the D&D Essentials Kit Adventure, Dragon of Icespire Peak. Read it there. We're going to go around the table here and say hi. We're going to start with this guy right to my side here.
Hi, my name is Randy, and I play Dirk, the Dwarven Fighter. Let's move on to somebody else.
That would bring it to me. My name is Eli. I'm playing Jerum Freebell, Human Druid.
And next,
that would be me. My name is Zebulon, and I'm playing Doc Wellwater, who is a human ranger.
Ranger.
A ranger? That's awesome. This is Chris. I'll be playing Grimdal, the Dwarven Cleric.
And I am Joe. I am the Dungeon Master for this Dungeons and Dragons adventure that we'll be playing. We are going to be starting up here in Roll 20, and before we get into talking about our characters, I just want to show you some of the fun that we were having art-wise while we were getting ready for the podcast. So we've got our own art here, and anyone who's familiar with the Essentials Kit cover art, we have desecrated this poor dragon before the adventure even starts. We'll get to him again later. But in the meantime, we'll go back to our peoples, and we've got Randy up first. Randy, tell us a little bit about Dirk, and if you guys can remember some of the backstory that you've come up with, you're welcome to share that stuff too. So we just want to introduce our characters before we get started with the game.
Dirk Locksworth is a Dwarven fighter, as I stated earlier. He's based off of an old character of the same name and class. He is an adventurer. He's I guess Chris and I decided that our characters are longtime friends, so his friend would bring him along to go, and I believe your character's name is Grimdal. He'd bring him along, and I guess Dirk would save his butt from time to time and yank him out of some bad spots. But yeah, Dirk doesn't have any real objective other than just seeking adventure with good friends, good drinks, and maybe the biggest weapon he can get to hit something with.
Nice. I see Eli chewing. I'm going to go right to Chris because Dirk has some history with Grimdal.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Grimdal, Grim for short, but he's not Grim. He's always positive.
And he's always short.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Hey-o.
Think about that. So he's a cleric, but he's kind of a treasure hunter as well, but more into like stone statuette kind of things. But he'll collect anything. And that's what kind of got him in trouble, where Dirk would have to kind of rescue his butt. But then I would heal him, so he wouldn't feel too bad about it. But yeah, it's one of those things where his mom's probably mad at me for bringing him on, get them in trouble.
His mom's upset that you bring him into all this trouble.
Yeah. Hey, it's fun.
It's crazy.
I just sewed that back together. Why is it ripped up again?
He keeps stealing all my Hummel figurines every time he's over.
He has his wish to find big weapons because his mom used to just beat him with a rolling pin after every adventure.
That's rough.
So he's going to get back at her at some point?
That's where he gets his will for two-handed weapons.
Nice. Okay. Eli shaking his head, ready to introduce Jerum.
So Jerum, he's a human druid. Kind of went stereotypical for his backstory. The whole raised by animals. He was raised by a family of rabbits after getting lost from his own family when he was a little boy. The rabbits took him in and raised him like one of their own. So he has some strange habits. Most of those were put to rest by a family of moles that taught him language. So there's that, I guess.
So he has rabbit habits.
Rabbit habits.
He's
and
a bit wascally.
He's got the strangest accent for things.
Nice.
He's on
his nose.
He's on a grand quest to find his way back home. Unfortunately, he has no idea where he was when he got lost. So he doesn't know who or what home is. He's just kind of looking for it. He'll know when he finds it. It'll be pretty obvious, right?
There will be rabbits who are really happy to see him. Right. I mean, anytime you see rabbits, if they're not running up to Jerum, he's probably not home.
Yeah, probably.
And Zeb, tell us about Doc.
Yeah, Doc is a man approaching middle age, and I
Familiar with that.
yeah, well, we all get there at some point. Right?
Yeah.
Well, that's Doc's biggest fear, is he doesn't want to die. He wants to stay young forever. So that's his internal goal, is to prevent his own death. But yeah, he's a ranger. Used to just work as a logsman in a town. Cutting down trees, making lumber, stuff like that.
Making lumber. All right. I'm going to show our map of the Sword Coast. You know what? I got to click that button. That's the right one. All right.
Yeah.
So within the what is it called? I already lost it. The realm.
Sword Coast.
The D&D
Phandelver?
No.
Forgotten Realms.
Forgotten Realms setting. Thank you. Damn it. I knew realm was in there, but of course the word I forgot was forgotten. Yeah. Within the Forgotten Realms
Forgot the Forgotten Realms.
there is the Sword Coast region, and Neverwinter is kind of the big town city in that area. We, however, are not going to be going to Neverwinter. This adventure takes place in Phandelver. Let me see if I can.
Phandelver.
It is towards the southern part of the map of the Sword Coast. And you'll see there are a few roads around there, some mountains, etc. And to the right or the east of Phandelver, you can see Icespire Peak. Well, Icespire Peak, or in recent times, has had some problems. It appears there's a young white dragon who was forced out of the north by larger, more angry dragons, and has found a home and a lair in Icespire Peak, and has been circling the area, widening its lair, as well as finding things to eat and gather for its own treasure hoard. And it's become kind of a menace. And that's pretty much the backdrop for this adventure that we'll be going on, the Dragon of Icespire Peak. So the backdrop is always, there's this, big, mean, young dragon. Young being key here because we're all, level 1 characters as we get started in the game. And so the dragon's always out there, and it's always a chance that you may see the dragon may harass you. It's just something that people in the area are living under the tyranny of this dragon right now. And perhaps that's what drew everybody to the area, knowing that there would be adventure and things that can be done. So I'm going to go next to switch to see if I can find the right Phandelver map here, so we can share that one there. So Phandelver or Phandelver, you can pronounce it either way. We're very flexible here.
Phandelver.
Yeah.
Phandelver.
Phandelver, so here's where I get to read you the beginning the adventure text. It is somewhere on the freaking thing here. Yep, that's the right one. So, nestled in the rocky foothills of the snow-capped Sword Mountains is the mining town of Phandelver, which consists of 40 or 50 simple log buildings. There are crumbling stone ruins surrounding the newer houses and shops, showing how this must have been a much larger town in centuries past. Phandelver's residents are quiet, hardworking folk who came from distant cities to eke out a life amid the harsh wilderness. They are farmers, stonecutters, blacksmiths, traders, prospectors, and children. And children, like all the other ones are professions. And children. Nice. The town has no walls and no garrison. But most of the adults keep weapons within easy reach in case the need for arms should arise. Visitors are welcome here, particularly if they have coin to spend or news to share. The Stonehill Inn at the center of town offers modest lodging and meals. A couple of doors down from the inn, posted outside the townmaster's hall, is a job board for adventurers. So that's the town you're starting in. Again, we can see it on the map there. And if we could kind of zoom in towards the center there, Zeb, if you would. You can see that there's you can see what is the center of town, you know, the nice tan blob there, exactly. And right there is the gray roofed building to the northeast of that spot is the Stonehill Inn. And southeast of that, there is a reddish, rusty colored roofed building, which is the townmaster's hall. But as described in the narration text to get us started, there are all kinds of people here. There's the inn. There's a place for provisions. There's a merchant company building, a miners exchange, a shrine, the townmaster's hall. So there are different places to check out.
Is the miners exchange where they trade the children?
Hey-o. It is now.
It's where they, assign people to new mines.
That's it. They exchange. It's like a foreign exchange student kind of thing, but
exactly
minor exchange.
Yeah.
So you guys are arriving in town from whatever road, doesn't really matter. You get towards the center of town, like the description says. There are people around. They're all busy about doing their business, and it's up to you guys what you'd like to check out first.
Hi, Grimdal. We're finally in this friggin' town. Took us forever. What do you want to do first?
I gotta hit the shrine. I gotta play
hit it. Gotta hit it, bro.
I'm not gonna hit it like last time.
Fine, we'll go. Jeez.
So let's go right there. I'll give you a little bit of info about the shrine. There's no official flavor text, but if you're familiar with the goddess Timora, she is the goddess of luck and good fortune. And that is the shrine that's here. It's a shrine made of stones taken from nearby ruins. So it's a pretty rudimentary shrine. It has a sign there that says, caretaker will return.
It seems to be closed there, Grimdal.
Yeah, let's go to the other shrine. Let's go to the tavern then.
It's a pile of rocks. I mean, it never closes.
Is that where your buddy, what was his face again that you met? You said he was meeting us in this town.
Doc?
Doc, yes, that's the one.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in months.
But hey, he's right over there now.
It's lucky over
there. He's at the other shrine, the tavern?
Actually, let's see if I can figure out on this map where that shrine was in relation to where you started.
Well, I assume that's that pile of rocks in the center of town.
It is that pile of rocks that was right in that center area. Yep, that is the shrine.
What is the name of this bar or inn? That's
the Stonehill Inn.
Ah.
We're hitting that.
Come on, guys, come on over.
I'm going to see if I can actually share some of the this layer. If I put that on the map layer, now you should see Stonehill Inn.
Oh yeah, cool.
Hey, look, I can do some of this. Cool,
nice.
Cool.
Sick.
And then I've already said where the townmaster's hall is, so let's add that to the map layer too. And now we know about the Shrine of Luck. I will do that as well. Hey.
Well, it's way over there.
Yeah, well, that's where the words are, but the arrow does point all the way over.
We don't have an arrow.
Yeah, it's pretty much shrine next to the end, which is just north of the townmaster hall.
That's not another shrine.
Is that a ruined chapel or something else that's off to the
all the way
east?
Over to the right, the east?
Yeah.
Not listed.
Okay.
Get back to buffering.
Ruins.
Now, remember, as part of the description, there's a lot of ruins around. Yeah. So this city, or this was a city that held more people centuries ago,
Yeah.
and was destroyed. And not too far in the past, I want to say they say it's 40 or 50 years or so, the area became settled again. So it's not a particularly old town.
Gotcha.
Well, yeah. Why don't we go to the tavern?
We'll head to the inn.
Yeah, or
The
the inn.
inn.
Yeah.
All right, and the Stonehill Inn is a modest 2-story roadhouse. Has rooms for rent.
Roadhouse.
It is a roadhouse. Yep. The guy gets kicked out of the door as you're approaching it.
Be nice until it's time to stop.
Hey, this be my kind of bar.
Let's see. Let's see if there's anything useful. Okay. So when you enter, you see a short human man. He looks friendly, and he definitely would be the guy that runs the place. He immediately walks up to you and introduces himself as, I am Tolan Stonehill. Welcome to my inn. You must be new here in Phandelver.
Well, we've been here before, but it's been a while. I shake his hand if he puts it out.
Oh, yeah.
He's a friend of mine, Doc.
Doc. Hi,
Hey, he's
Doc.
a Ranger. He's a Ranger. You know those guys?
Definitely a Ranger.
Just a little.
And Jerum could be sitting in here already. We can get Jerum into the mix. Maybe he's sitting at a table having some
Maybe
food.
he was the guy that got Roundhouse kicked out.
Probably having some comfrey or whatever. Yeah.
No, if
Over.
Eli had said it, I'd have said yes, but I made that one up. So
I mean, you know what? We'll have Jerum walk back in. Yeah, we'll have Jerum walk into the inn and just be like, "Wow, that guy got sent flying."
nice.
Oh, there you are, Doc. Hey, who are
Hey,
these
how's
guys?
it going? Yeah, it's been a while. This is
These those twins
Grimdal
you
and
mentioned?
Dirk. Yeah.
Or these not the twins.
Well, I wouldn't call them twins to their face.
We're not brothers. Even though we might.
My
act like
apologies. I come from a very large family. We don't all
Everybody
look the
kinda looks
same,
the
so I
same.
kind of that's on me. I'm sorry.
We're more family than I am with my other brothers.
I understand that.
That's an interesting accent you have there, Jerum. Where are you from?
Axe?
Accent.
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 I didn't know if Eli misunderstood on purpose or accidentally.
I genuinely
work.
only heard axe.
Yeah.
I've been around. It's
Well,
a little bit here, a little bit of there. It's
while Jerem's embarrassing himself in front of Grimdal, I pulled Dirk aside and I'm like, "Don't mention his accent. He was raised by rabbits in the woods."
So he has like a rabbit-tinged accent somehow.
You probably want to tell Grimdal he's more forgiving for that kind of thing. So tell me about this weird voice you have there.
I don't have. It's not a. And Jerum just kind of like devolves into squeaks.
Squeaks. I for some reason I keep thinking squirrel sounds. I really don't know what sounds rabbits make.
Hey, keeper, he's had enough.
Very light chirps unless they're terrified, in which case they are just screaming.
Nice. Okay. Screaming rabbit goats.
Yep.
So you guys will. I'm going to say you guys will sit down at a table to chat. Tolan, Mr. Stonehill comes over, asks if you want anything to eat or drink.
Some steamed carrots, please.
Carrots.
Round of your finest mead for the table, please.
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
Now, one thing that I don't think we established when we talked about it and we made our characters was like starting gold. Did anybody have any actual coins on their character to get
Just
started?
the 10 gold from the character creation.
Okay. Then that would be good. As long as there is something.
Yep.
Because we are going to keep at least a little track of it where the adventure brings it up. So
do you have any night crawlers in season right now?
Maybe over at Barthen's Provisions, he might have something.
What is wrong with you?
What's wrong with me? That's good protein.
Oh, you want protein? I've never cooked a nightcrawler.
Oh no, it's fine. You lose a lot if you end up cooking them. Just the carrots, please.
Yeah. Okay. So for meal and drink, it'd be 1 silver piece. And exchange rate there, Zeb, if you didn't already know, is 10 silver to 1 gold. So if you had 10 gold, then you just need to now have 9 gold, 9 silver.
No worries.
Try to see what I have. I was actually trying to pull up my character sheet on my all-in-one PC to have it on the side, but it's taken a million years to even use that. So I'm like, I'm just going to pull it up on my nice new fast PC.
I don't have any of the gray coins, but I have some of the yellow ones. So tell you what, why don't you just keep the drinks coming?
Cool. That's great. I could put you up in a room for the night too if you want.
I had to start at 10 gold as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I looked to the group. I was just going to sleep outside, but I mean, y'all want the room?
I'd prefer one if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
One room for
take
my
a room.
Ranger friend.
We'll take a room.
Let's have I want to have anybody here. I guess whoever clicks it first, roll a d6. Just because I tried to do it in the game and it wasn't happy with me, so I'm gonna ask somebody else to do it. And this is going to help determine. All right, Grimdal did it. Rolled a 6. So this is one of those things in the adventure. There are different tales that some of the people in the town will tell you, and so Jerum tells you, or Tolan. That's not Jerum. I'm just mixing up the character and at the same time.
We are one.
But Mr. Stonehill says, hey, as he's bringing your food back to the table, get you all set up, you got your drinks and everything. He kind of looks around a little and he's like, the guy that was just sent, as you said there, fella, he was in here talking about the dragon, seen pretty close recently. So you guys probably want to be careful if you're going out adventuring or something.
Oh, we're going out all right.
Yeah. Where
Definitely.
Dragon? Where did he see the dragon at?
Where specifically? Flying high through the clouds.
I'd imagine it'd be in the clouds.
You hear that, Dirk?
Yeah.
Where there's dragons, there's
At the
treasure.
Treasure. Yes.
At the distance, that guy Dalton said he saw them. It's hard to say how big it was. It could have been as big as an elephant or maybe smaller, but it definitely had gleaming white scales. That's what he said, at least. You can't believe everything the drunk tells you.
Yeah, for a second I thought you were going to say it could have been as big as 2 elephants.
1 elephant, 2 elephants, 1 baby elephant, 2 baby elephants, half an elephant seal. It could be almost any size elephant.
Yeah, that's the preferred measurement in this town.
It is.
Wait, you mean Indian or African elephant?
Everything by elephant somehow. Yeah. Cool. So your meal's relatively rudimentary. It's a small town, so everything's very fresh, mind you, but it's all pretty basic. Some potatoes, maybe a little bit of stew, some
gravy.
bread. Yeah, some good. It's definitely gonna be good gravy, man.
Yeah. As long as I got the good gravy, I'm in.
Yep, there are a couple of farms right there, so there's plenty of stuff that you eat's going to be grown right next to. Well, maybe not right next to 500 feet from the Stonehill Inn is where most of the food's actually coming from.
Nice.
It's a good rabbit stew.
Don't
Probably
tell
some of
Jerum.
Jerem's friends.
I just waiting to see if Eli reacted. It's a delicious rabbit stew. I mean, rabbit and nightcrawler stew.
That was my cousin.
Would you say this stew was made from hares?
It's chicken, actually. It's a chicken stew.
What's a chicken?
It's a chicken. It's kind of like a rabbit, smaller than an elephant.
Oh, I know the one you're talking
Or
about.
dinosaur-like.
Yeah, definitely more dinosaur.
Speaking of funky animals, do you think that drunk really saw a dragon? I think he might have just seen a very white owl.
Well, there's plenty of people pass through that have mentioned tales about the dragon, but that's been way far away from where we are now, far to the east in the Icespire Peak. So we really haven't had to deal with it.
Yeah, I've heard tales of these terrifying things called cats, but I haven't seen any around here terrorizing villages.
Cats, you say?
Oh yeah, used to hear about them all the time back home. Well,
Terrible play. You don't want
back
to
where I
watch
was raised.
It's a terrible show.
Are
But
we to assume that Icespire Peak is indeed a mountain, my preferred zone?
it's kind of like a mountain range.
Okay, interesting.
Not a huge mountain range, but a mountain range nonetheless. A bunch of hills with some, at least one very tall peak. Of course, only one may be the tallest. And as you're finishing up and he starts to clear away the plates, he just lets you know, hey, if you guys are just passing through and you're looking for something to do, you can go by the town hall and see what's up on the adventurer job board, or job board for adventurers, if you will. So you might be able to find something there if you're looking for something to do. Otherwise, it's a pretty boring town.
Well,
You're welcome to hang out and stay.
that definitely piques me and Grimdal's interest. Zeb, Jerum, are you two lads looking for adventure?
That's Doc.
Sorry, Doc. Damn.
He's got a character name for his real name.
Yeah.
Yes.
I could be, ready for adventure if as long as it's not too dangerous.
Oh, what's the
There's
harm?
nothing too dangerous. You'll be fine.
It's a small town.
All right, we'll split the gold 40-40-10-10. All right.
Dangerous for the weak.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I've never heard that poem. What's 40-40-10-10?
Oh, you'll get your share.
I am going to take some quick screen captures of these quests, so you guys keep talking for now while you find your way to that place.
Yes, we will head. Oh, I guess it's just across the street, right? Town Master's Hall.
Yeah, but I mean, if you see a cat, who knows what could happen?
Oh, that's true. Wandering feline.
Cast control
fable.
fire on the cat. It fails because the cat is not on fire.
I'm getting there. So keep going. Keep talking.
So you guys have both asked me, pointing at the two shorter gentlemen, about my accent. What about yours? You definitely don't sound like the people around here.
Hey, don't talk to Grimdal like that. He speaks very well.
Yes, my common is perfect. Perfect. Now, Dirk over here, he's from somewhere else, so he's got a weird accent.
Maybe it was all the rolling pins. His mom.
Yeah.
Well,
Plus,
that could be
one too many
something. We don't like to talk about that too much.
I spent a summer abroad, and I haven't changed back since.
Oh, and how she's doing.
Very well.
That's good to hear.
We apparently had twins.
It changed his voice and everything. So here's what I'd like to do. You guys roll up on the place. Check the chat. I put the stuff in there. But let me read you the description for the Town Master's Hall. So the Town Master's Hall has sturdy stone walls, a pitched wooden roof, and a bell tower at the back. The job board next to the front door features a sparse number of notices, all written in common and in the same hand. And what I pasted in the chat there, hopefully you guys can read it. What I'd like is three of you to just read out one of the quests, or one each, and just don't read the purple part, 'cause that's just the name of the quest. You can just read what the note says.
All right, I'll read one.
Right up to where it says, if the characters undertake that.
Yeah, I got it.
I'll read it as well.
All right. Dwarf prospectors found ancient dwarven ruins in the mountains southwest of here and have been working on an archaeological dig seeking treasure and relics. Need to be warned that a white dragon has moved into the area. Take the warning to them, then return to Townmaster Harbin Wester to collect a reward of 50 gold.
So that's one of the jobs. Who wants to read the next one?
I gotcha. A clan of reclusive rock gnomes reside in a small network of caves in the mountains to the southeast. The gnomes of Gnomengard are known for their magical inventions, and they might have something with which to defeat the dragon. Get whatever you can from them. If you bring back something useful and don't want to keep it for yourself, Townmaster Harbin Wester will pay 50 gold pieces for it.
Cool. And the last one.
I'll take this one.
Okay.
The local midwife, an acolyte of Shanti, named Adabra Gwyn, lives by herself in a stone windmill on the side of a hill a few miles south of Phandelver. With dragon sightings becoming more common, it's not safe for her to be alone. Urge Adabra to return to Phandelver. Once she's safe, Visit Townmaster Harbin Wester to claim a reward of 25 gold pieces.
Cool. So you guys have 3 quest options or 3 jobs for adventurers there. One going to check on the dwarven prospectors, the second to check on the reclusive rock gnomes, and the third to go warn the lady in the windmill that it's not safe to be out there with the dragon. What sounds appealing to y'all?
Well, Dirk, you know what I'm picking, buddy.
Well,
Dwarven excavation site with relics and treasure. Come on. Sounds like our kind of jam.
aye, but more pressing matter would be finding the missing. What was it called? The missing dwarf prospectors.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying you wanted to go to the
See?
gnomes.
Yeah,
to
you
get
already
the
agreed with me. You didn't
items.
even know.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're going to the same one.
Hey, that said it had an item.
I'll
too.
meet you there.
All
But
right,
there's
let's
a
go.
little old lady that needs our help. She's all alone out there. The miners have, their mines.
Look,
The
it's our
gnomes have
brothers.
each
Our
other.
dwarven brothers need our help.
To be fair-
it's her own fault for dragging her feet.
to be fair, it's one life above many. So
Yeah.
It's one life secluded from everyone else. These other ones have teams to help.
This is an RPG. I'm sure the other mission will be there when we get back.
What?
seconded.
There's a darn good chance of it. Yes. So it sounds like we're leaning toward the dwarven prospectors.
That's
would say
what
so.
it seems to be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep us away from the gnomes. I don't want to.
Gnomes.
They always think they're better than us, right, Dirk?
I think it's
Always.
funny that they have
Even
the
when they
name
squeak.
Nomengard, which I assume is something with the Neverwinter setting or something, gnomes in that area. But just when you always have the name as part of the description or part of the clan or whatever, I think it's just kind of funny. Like the dwarves of the Dwarfmeister clan. That's just weird. All right. So let's talk a little about what we can do for the quest. Now, first off, you're in a town. Do you have everything you think you need, or do you need to does anybody want to explore the town anymore for anything that they may want to bring with them on an adventure?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any torches, but I do have candles.
I've got my healer. That's all I need.
Tinderbox. Yeah.
My healer.
Yeah, I mean, I took pretty much like the equipment, like the usual equipment pile.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, well, I did not do any of that, so it might be a good idea to run to the store.
Well, chances are you can have I shouldn't say chances are. You can have whatever standard equipment is for a level 1 character. So to Chris's point, if there's an adventurer pack, chances are you've got
Yeah,
that.
I mean, mine was probably a little bit more geared toward cleric. I have like, block of incense, candle, sensor,
stuff,
rash,
yeah.
vestments, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But it did come with the usual food, water and kind of thing, tinderbox. Oh, I got an alms box. I'm gonna go get me some money.
Nice. So pass the collection plate. All right. So if we don't need to do that, again, we're going on the Dwarven Excavation Quest, which I'm a find on
You know
a
what?
different spot here. Go
I
ahead.
do need to pick up a few more rations. I have 1 day's worth, so should
What?
probably get some more.
Well, how far away did it say this place was?
Southwest in
Yeah.
the mountains.
This is funny because it doesn't really matter. You're just going to be there.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know if hey, it's more than the day, or like, oh, you can get there in a couple hours, kind of thing. Do you really need
Honestly, hadn't even thought of it. Let me see. if
Fast
I
travel!
can
like
just
how much
double
food do we
check.
really need?
Let me just double check on
Jerum,
the Sword
throw
Coast
me.
map.
Don't tell the elf.
This is part of trying to figure out where things are in the electronic version. Dwarven excavation, you're going southwest, and on the map, the key says you are traveling.
Southwest of here. Bring up the big map.
5 miles. So you're going about 20 miles.
Yeah, it'd be pushing it
20
for a
miles
day.
southwest.
Yeah, so we
And
might
if
have to camp one.
Yeah,
day.
if you
Once
go
we start real
if
early.
you go overland, not going along the roads, it's relatively it's all green. It's like the grassland look.
Is there something? Can we rent like a wagon and horses or anything here? Or
You know what?
I mean, we probably can't afford to buy. We could probably rent. If we can rent one, get us there a little bit faster,
Yeah, I think
and then
the
we could carry
short
anything
answer
back
is
if we
no.
find a decent amount of stuff.
Let me just say token.
A hand cart itself, just something that like a regular person can pull along, is only 15 gold pieces. Minor investment, but we could definitely afford it.
Yeah. So I'm going to switch us over to the Sword Coast map so you guys can see this as well. But on the Sword Coast map, down on the bottom, I have now made Dwarven Excavation
Okay.
shown. And by the key, the each hex is 5 miles. So if you go from the Phandelver to the Dwarven Excavation, you've got about 15 miles over grassland, and then it ends at a mountain, which makes sense, of course.
Is Phandelver in the is that the little like the T intersection there?
Oh, yeah, you guys did not see that yet. I didn't realize that was not shown. Phandelver is right there.
Even closer.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. And that's why I was saying you could take the road, but you kind of got to go way around for that. You probably just go overland.
Yep.
And there's nothing in the book about the travel there. But to your point, Chris, it'd probably be tomorrow morning when you got there.
Right.
We're doing
Unless we want to do like get up crazy early, then go, and then show up at like evening, then camp, and then hit the place in the morning, or go in at nighttime. Let's get crazy.
So I'm going to go to the other page here. I want to make sure I have the page open as well as the screen open.
Since we're going through plains and fields, I can probably use survival and hunt stuff if I need to, right? For like extra rations. Possibly.
Not so much if you need to, but if you want to.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can definitely forage for food if worst case scenario.
Okay. Well, then I don't need to stop for rations. We can just hunt it down. I got some axes I can throw.
Do you have any axes to grind, though?
Hey, look, a rabbit.
He always has an axe to grind.
No.
Look, a rabbit. There's a rabbit. And while you guys talk about your travel for a little bit, I'm going to see what I can do about the map and like fog of war.
Actually, we have Jerum with us. He'll know exactly what we can eat.
Yep, I was actually just about to bring up my Wanderer feature from my Outlander background. Allows me to forage for food and fresh water for myself and up to 5 others, so long that the land can actually accommodate it. So if there is, edible plants, game in the area.
Yeah, it's not winter or anything, right, Joe? This is what we're at least in, like, there'll be edible food available if we need it.
Right.
Plants. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, I think we're good. Really just depends if we want to show up early in the morning or late in the evening kind of thing, which I'm good for either.
Same.
I'm going to say same too. So I assume that just means we're just going to hit the road.
Well, Doc rented a room already, right?
Everybody has crap charisma.
Yeah.
With Dirk at the best, that's hilarious.
I'm just.
Mine's mostly aggression.
I'm looking through anything that we might need for this thing. I've pretty much just bought extra torches and a tent. Oh, I did not need to buy those torches. Nah, that's fine, because that may change.
Okay. And I think, Chris, you had light as well.
Candles, yeah.
Cantrip.
I do have a light cantrip as well, so that's,
yeah.
We're pretty much covered on that. And then, obviously, myself and Dirk have dark vision if we need to, like, go in ahead and look around. If we want to be discreet a little bit, even though we're not too stealthy with our heavy armor.
Cool.
Hey, it's chain. It's not like it's actually chain's probably the noisiest armor in all of the campaign.
Yeah. I mean, I still get a +1 on my stealth, but it's at disadvantage.
Cool. All right. So keep going for a second because I think I might have figured this out. I'm not sure yet. It's the first time I've tried to share one of these maps, so I want to make sure I get it right.
All right. So I guess we could stay the night since we already paid for a room, and then get up like crack of dawn, breakfast, and roll out. If anybody cool with that.
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
I am going to be sleeping outside. You guys enjoyed that room. If You need me? I think I'm gonna be right over there. You see that little divot right next to that rock? There in the shade of that tree.
You mean the
Yeah,
shrine?
yeah, right there next to like where there's an obvious rabbit hole where rabbits reside.
There's a little
Oh.
warren over there.
Nah, that's not a rabbit hole. That looks more like a.
What is this? Watership down?
Oh, that might have been a weasel den at one point. Maybe it does have rabbits now. I'm gonna see if I can say hi.
Good luck. We'll come wake you up in the morning.
I'm sure he'll be up before us with that sun hitting him in the face.
Yeah. How did he
That's
stick
the
his
point.
face in the hole?
What am I looking for? That's what I'm looking for.
Whoa.
Somebody's rolling dice.
I rolled an animal handling just in case there are rabbits in there.
In case there are animals to handle.
Exactly. The total was 16.
Let's see. Okay. All right. So we may not. We may be just by description to start because I can't see how to make the map actually visible for you guys. Yeah. Let's see. It's a map layer. And double check one more thing here. Maybe I can do it this way.
Oh, for the dwarven excavation area? map?
Yep. They have descriptions for it, but there's a nice map for it too. And I'm trying to see how I can get it so you guys can see it, because right now, as I can see on Zeb's screen, it's just black. And
It's definitely
even
black.
though I've tried to do Fog of War reveal, it's not doing it. So it may not be anything that I can use. And I'm trying to, like, try to put the character token there. And it's, yeah. Anyway, let's see. See if we can do it differently. Let me just remove that and get to the actual description itself, if I can. See if it lets me. But your approach. All right. So as you arrive,
Is there a player's ribbon you need to move to a different map? Is that what it is?
and that's what I did, and that's why it's all black, because this map uses the dynamic lighting. So I'm trying to figure out why it's not actually showing up for the character, because I put the character on it.
I was gonna say, do we need to drag ourselves back up? I don't know if we can drag ourselves or you have to do
You
it.
know what? Let me try one more thing here. Yeah. Well, I'm going to drag them onto the map, and let's see if I can. Tokens. Tokens. Let's see.
Because it should give a different view for myself and Randy's character, because we can provision it depending on the lighting. And
right. And that's part of what I'm looking at, of like, is that actually doing what I'm expecting it to do? And so far the answer is hell no. Like when I just tried to drag Doc onto the map,
drag myself on there,
I can see, and I moved you over to a spot where you ought to be able to see, and is not there. Yeah. So let me just go with the description for now, and we can play in our minds. All right. So when you arrive, remember, you're going overland, and you're just getting into this area of mountains and canyon, for that matter, because you're approaching a canyon's rocky wall that rises to a height of about 80 feet. And at the end of the canyon, a 20-foot high wall of black stone has a broken gate carved into it, with one stone door hanging precariously by a hinge and the other door missing. Beyond this open gate, in the shadow of a great mountain to the east, lies a ruined settlement. All is quiet.
That is one strong hinge.
Yeah, what time of day did we say we're getting here?
I figured midday.
Okay.
I don't know if you had said for sure, but I was.
Well, we definitely want to leave as early as we could, but I didn't know how long. If we would get there, like afternoon or late, like almost evening.
At the earliest, I think it would be early to mid afternoon if we left before dawn.
All right. I just want to kind of take a listen around to see if I could hear anybody working or anything or chatting.
All is silent. Just from that entrance part. where you don't see anybody. You just see the big black gates, and one of them hanging from a hinge. And behind it, there's the ruined settlement behind it.
Are there any wagons or horses that they used to get here when they were here to start their prospecting? Or does it look like they're dead? Like horses are dead, or there's no sign of anything here?
Right where you are, there is nobody there.
Okay.
I guess let's move up to the gate so we can kind of take a peek inside,
Yep.
like, use it as a little bit of a cover.
So you go, as you get to the gate, you can see through and see the ruined settlement. It looks like several buildings that are just kind of destroyed. And this, again, is in the side of the canyon wall. So you're heading in to the canyon wall or through there. The settlement looks like it's been thoroughly ransacked. And as you proceed further past where these ruined buildings are, you can see another spot that is a description here for you, but a partially collapsed 10-foot high wall separates the courtyard in front of you from the settlement that you just walked through. 3 heaps of rubble are piled high in this area. Hewn from the canyon's back wall, a 30-foot high temple facade features steps rising to a stone platform. Cut into this facade is a 10-foot high open doorway flanked by crumbling life-size granite statues of cloaked dwarves. These are dwarves that have cloaks on them. Evil grins can be seen on their weather-worn faces. And here, Grim, as you're approaching this area, you can hear a couple of gruff voices kind of off in the distance, sound like they're arguing about something.
What language is it?
Are you approaching closer or listening from where you are?
I'm first going to try to listen from where I'm at as I'm taking the view in.
Then give me a listen check.
I will walk up close behind him.
Perception?
Yeah, we can do perception.
They don't really have listen anymore, do they?
Correct. Yeah, I'm just going to say it.
What did I get in there?
Man, this place does not look friendly.
Yeah. With a 9er.
A 9. So you can't quite make out the language, but they seem to be familiar voices of dwarves. The familiarity you would expect from your folk.
Okay.
Grimdal.
Only because like the way the description of the statues kind of don't look too happy, kind of have a sinister feel. I don't want to assume these guys are the prospectors, or they're part of this whatever kind of kind of place this was. If it's like evil dwarves or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yep.
I still want to.
What are you doing?
Kind of give them I want to move in a little bit just to see if I can get a little bit discern a little bit better the conversation before I kind of like let everybody else come in. So I kind of give them the pause. I'll walk in.
I think I've just figured out how I might be able to fake this a little. I'll probably have to figure it out the right way. But
I sent you something that might be off the forums that you'd have to dig into.
Yeah. So let me add Zeb's screen here. So what I did was I just dropped a light source and then I put his character there. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop you guys all over all up in there, and then let you kind of explore from there. Let me just put another light source on the other side. And you know what? Actually, to start, let me just do it this way. If I just move you all into there. All right. So that was the settlement. All right. That's the dwarven settlement that was ransacked.
I got none of that on my screen.
Yeah, you got to look at the StreamYard screen.
Okay.
Yeah, look at Zeb's screen for now. the one that is being shared.
Okay.
So you can see your characters there. That's the ruined settlement. And then over here, let me again drop another spot here. And this is that's the the wall that was just being spoken of in the map. So if I just ping that spot there, that's the wall and then there's some rubble on the other side of the wall. And that, so when you get a little closer, Grim, you see that there are two dwarves back there. They look like they're just eating, and you can hear them arguing. No, you overcooked the rations. No, I think it was you that did it. Why do you always complain about how I cook things?
So
are we able to actually see the dwarves now?
You are able to see them, yes. They are paying attention to each other, not paying attention to you.
And they kind of have the description of a prospector look to them.
They, let's see if we have an actual description of these guys. Technically, no. We don't have a description of them, but yes, we're going to say they are the prospector look. They've got the,
they're not wearing armor and weapons or anything, you know. Yeah.
I mean, they're wearing like leathers and stuff, but they're not dressed for war.
We never got names from the job board, right?
Yeah, I don't think there was a name there for the dwarven prospectors. Nope.
Yeah, it just says dwarf prospectors.
Yep,
no worries.
that is correct.
All right, I'll peek out. I'm like, hey, fellas, let's not argue about who overcooked what. It's all good. We're all dwarves here, right?
So one of the guys just sits there grumbling, and the other one stands up and looks over at you guys, and he says to the other guy, hey, I got to see if I can get these names right. He's like, hey, Norbus, stop your grumbling. There are people here to greet us and say hi. Hey, where'd you guys come from?
Phandelver's, right? You know, northeast of here.
Oh, yeah. We came from there. I actually don't know how long ago now, but we've been here for a while trying to, get through and find some dwarven, memorabilia and treasure. And
yeah, I'm all about that. But, we wanted to let you guys know there's a white dragon that's been flying around the area. It's not safe for you guys to be out here by yourselves. But tell me more about these dwarven relics. That piques my interest.
And the other guy, who is now known as Norbus because that's his name, is sitting there grumbling. Yeah, like there's really a dragon. One of these guys is going to come in here and tell you there's a dragon outside, and you're going to believe them. And he's like, you always just trusting everybody just walks through, talking about everything all the time. And the other guy's like, look, no, Norbus, they're being nice. Be nice. Okay,
actually, I'll make a persuasion roll to be like, hey, man. Did it go through?
Yeah.
That's slow. Geez, it took a while to get there.
It does take a few seconds.
Yeah, 20. I like, hey, look, really, there's a dragon, but I do want to hang out here with talk about these relics because that's my kind of thing. I'm all about dwarven relics.
Yes. How's the dig going?
Well, I'll tell you, we've been having some problems, and maybe you guys here could help us out.
Are they speaking common or dwarven?
Common. We're just gonna make it easy. They're speaking common because they see that
I did start speaking to them in dwarven. I didn't, but technically everybody here speaks dwarven. I think.
Yes, this is true.
I think we did establish that.
Yeah.
But I think they're just eager to see other people show up, and since they saw not just dwarves there, also humans, they were just speaking common because they can, and it makes it easier on me that way. Yeah. So let's see, blah, blah, blah. And it's funny because they specifically say they speak common and dwarvish. So the guy who's been talking to you, he says, I'm so glad that you mentioned that. With all you guys here, maybe you guys can help us out. You see, over on the east here, past this kind of shrine temple area, we've been trying to get in there, and there's these nasty jelly things that kind of chased us away, and you could go kill them for us.
Jelly.
Yeah, what do you mean jelly things?
Yeah, like what kind of jelly?
And are they bigger than an elephant or half an elephant?
That's a good thing you ask. They're approximately small elephant size.
Like baby elephant or like stunted growth elephant?
Who might know about monstrous things? Because remember, we're all level 1 here, so not everybody really has much experience out in the world, but you may have read about stuff in some place or another.
Yeah, I mean, I could try to make a survival check, but depending what kind of thing it is, but might be it.
I'll go with that. I can handle a survival check.
Tell you what, you give us a cut, and we'll go and take care of these monsters.
I don't think I'm going to know much.
I would like to attempt a nature check.
Oh yeah, let's do one.
Might find weird jelly things in nature.
So I see 11 survival. Go ahead with a nature check. What's that?
Oof.
And a 10.
Good.
All right, that doesn't sound very natural.
I could also try one if you
Go for it. Yeah.
did it.
Let's all roll some dice.
I'd like to do an insight check if I could too, see if I know anything about these.
You can go first.
Okay.
Yeah. So Randy, you want to check on your insight into the character of these two dwarfs?
No, the insight of the information that it told me. If I knew, would that work? On
Insight is more about reading people, not facts.
okay. Well,
Um,
okay. So
history?
what would the
History might be helpful.
Okay,
I mean, you're in a ruins area.
So if I can keep the roll, then it's 15 instead of 16. Or I could re-roll, whichever
You pick.
prefer.
What number did you want?
Well, no, I'm just saying. Like I rolled a 14, and it was a +2
Yeah.
for the insight. But if it's history that you want is +1 instead, so it'd be 15.
Right.
But I can just re-roll if you'd prefer.
Also, I'm fine with it either way. Let me just reiterate one of Joe's rules. You should not roll until I say to go ahead and roll. That way, we all know what you're rolling for.
Sorry, I thought insight into
It's
the
in
creature
general.
was more.
It's an in general rule.
Yeah.
It used to be for me when we played Dungeon World. I used to have a sign in the shed that said, "If I didn't ask you to roll, it doesn't count." So it's that kind of thing. It just makes it easier for me to know what you're trying to do, so I can help you pick the right thing to do. Or you're telling me what you're doing, and then I know, so I can react to it.
Joe, you
Anyway.
said roll some dice. Just
I
kidding.
did. Let's all roll some dice.
All right, so I will re-roll my history.
Go
check.
for it.
That way
And if you get a
I'll see
lower
if I-
number, I'll just laugh now.
All right, now it's 7. All right, bring the laughter on.
We don't know nothing.
No,
All right. I'll
Now,
try.
as far as it goes, as far as you're thinking about what he's describing so far, when it comes to
Jelly?
the
Isn't that a
nature, the
dessert?
survival, it's like it doesn't make a whole lot of sense what it might be. When it comes to the history, you're like, what kind of things hang around in old buildings? No, it doesn't really make sense. Maybe Zeb, you wanted to
I can do a nature.
Why
let's try that. Let's see
why
if
is- why is half a good sandwich attacking you?
half a good PB.
Why is the better half of a sandwich
It's a
attacking?
PB, no way.
Hey,
Nice.
Wow, look at that.
So Doc, you're
It's
like,
not an ingredient.
you remember the way he's describing it. It's like a yellowish, jellyish blob that can find its way through cracks and kind of hangs around on walls and stuff. And they kind of like dissolve things, which is how they eat. Mainly fleshy things. So you've probably seen them eating an animal or something in the wild. at some point.
Leaving some bones behind.
Commonly referred to as ochre jelly. It's an official monster.
All right.
So what he's describing to you is there's a couple of ochre jellies off to the east, past you can see one set of double doors. When you peek a little farther down the hallway, you can see another set of double doors down that hallway to the east. And I think I can light it a little better for you to be able to see. That helps. It's still perspective, so it's only when you move the character further that it will widen.
I think that we could probably help out with that. Ochre jellies are just little baby things. Shouldn't be no problem for us.
Oh, that'd be great, guys. I mean, we'll hang out here, and if you guys want to just go ahead in there, that'd be great.
That's why we brought the Ranger.
Do they have a map of the area so we kind of know where we're going?
The short answer is nah. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to sketch out past the opening because those things just kind of started attacking us, and well, they ate my cat.
Oh, that's just rude.
Oh, that poor
sorry about
thing.
Yeah.
guys-
Now
you
it will
just-
never terrorize another village.
I didn't know they served Chinese food here.
Hey-o.
Okay.
So yeah, man, if you guys want to go in there, that'd be great. And you can let us know if you need anything. But it looks like you guys got weapons and stuff.
Yeah, well, just let us know if you hear a dragon.
Oh yeah, and the other guy's like, yeah, there's a dragon. Sure, there's a dragon. How about
Oh,
you
really?
just-
There's a dragon,
go-
man.
There's a
How
dragon
about
out
you
there.
just go kill the jellies and try not to get killed yourself?
Before we go in, I had a question
whatever
for
I
you
find.
two. Is it
Hey.
just you two out here?
Well, I mean, we were the only two that came here, so I'll say yes.
Huh. I had always heard that there was like ruin stuff was always like big teams of people. They make a lot of noise.
Seems you'd at least need
You hear that noise for
4
miles.
or 5 people to be doing this kind of thing.
I swear there was a little more information here, and I'm just trying to find it.
Yeah, what's with these evil-looking dwarven statues here?
All right, so let me give you a little bit of what they
look
say,
evil,
because
just a little unhappy.
Because the guy that's been talking to you the whole time wants to talk to people. If you hadn't guessed that, he says, "Well, you know, me and Norbus, we were just out here. We were looking for gold in the mountains, and you know, right here in this area, and we just came upon this spot here where we got to the edge of the canyon. And we saw the gate, and it looks like dwarven ruins. And I mean, heck, if we're out looking for treasure, what a better place to look for treasure than ruins? So." And we're dwarves, so you know, it's just we came in here and we're looking around. Nothing out in the abandoned, ruined area. It's all been ransacked over the years. But I think the real treasure is going to be behind the jelly, and you know that's a common saying.
I get it. It's like coming across a corpse in the woods.
Yeah.
You know, if the wolves haven't gotten to it yet, then you've got first dibs. You get prime meat.
I suppose loot the body is like loot the ruins. Yeah.
Grim, this guy's starting to weird me out.
Yeah. Is there like is there any way that we can look around and sort of tell how recent the ransacking happened?
So like for this abandoned village area, the abandoned settlement. Yeah. Let's do, I would call that, let's say a history check, because you're looking maybe at the age of things in here.
All right.
No, he's crushing it.
Yeah, destroyed.
Beginner's luck. No, just kidding.
Oh gosh,
was the best of us.
22.
He was
Also,
the best of us.
after you roll, make sure you say the number too, just in case I'm not looking. That way we know how to react. All right, so I don't know, where would Doc have learned a lot of history about dwarves?
Probably from me and Dirk.
Don't you remember you were telling me that one time? I've never
Just
told you
getting us
that.
drunk and just picking our brains.
Well, I got to think it's going to be somewhere else because you guys didn't know this. He's the one.
Well,
I don't remember.
We didn't roll to say we knew this. Right?
These are also
Could be.
creatures that live to be centuries upon centuries.
Could be. They have horrible memories, though.
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
sometimes you just forget.
If there wasn't treasure involved, I don't remember.
I used to live near a close by a mountain that had some old dwarvish ruins in it. And when I was a little boy, I used to go over there and read about it in the from the town library and things of that nature.
Go in, bully the ochre jellies that live there.
Yeah,
That's also where I learned about ogre.
that could help explain speaking dwarf too, learning it from
The ancient ruins.
expeditions, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yep.
So something that Doc might know about this is checking it out. It looks like the place was abandoned a long time ago, ransacked probably a very long time ago as well. I'm talking in the range of like 100 to hundreds of years. It's been a long time. And you do notice, I'm going to throw this in there too because of a really good roll. The shrine and the statues that you see are is from an old temple of Abathor, who is the evil dwarven god of greed. And from what you could tell, it looks like this place was probably destroyed by that god. The dwarves here probably didn't do something right, probably failed some ritual or something. So a long, long time ago, the dwarven god of greed came down and said, "Y'all messed up. Bye-bye."
You see, Dirk, they weren't greedy enough was probably what happened.
Very well could
Yeah.
be.
It's
All right.
possible.
Go,
You guys want to go check it out?
let's go eat some jelly.
Let's go have some jelly. All right, so let's try. See if you can move your own tokens. It might be a little odd because you might not be able to see on yours.
Yeah, we can't see our tokens.
Our
Can't
turn
see a
to-
damn thing.
Yeah, I
All
can't
right,
move.
so let's keep it as Zeb can be the the party leader for moving stuff.
Well, I
In the
assume,
meantime, I can
I found myself.
try and fix your tokens.
yeah, if
Did
somebody,
I
if
move?
somebody wants to ping my character, I could probably see I can see the pings.
You know what? Talk
I've
amongst
pinged
yourselves
my
for a
character.
moment.
You can cross-reference the stream.
Well, I was going to say, you could talk amongst yourselves for a moment about the history you've learned here. I think I can fix it the same way I just fixed his. So give me a second.
I think I can move in mine.
Yes, I can. Arrow keys.
So that is Eli, for your character. Let's see if this just works. Can you see now?
I can see.
All right, then I know what to do. Let me fix the others. Hold still.
Okay.
So that should be yours, Chris.
Oh my God.
Okay. And then where the heck did the sketchy guy go?
Sketchy guy.
Well, it's a sketch. Your token's sketch. I got him.
Yeah.
I'm a man of great honor.
Hey!
Okay, so bear with me in that the whole introvision, what have you, isn't going to work right now because I haven't figured that out with the way we're doing the tokens.
Oh,
Yeah, no worries.
I would straight up be pulling out a torch. I'm human. I can't see. I need this.
Right,
So
but I assume we're going to have myself and Dirk up front, maybe.
Probably, yeah. For the best.
And yeah, you guys go ahead and pick there. And I'm just going to add in another light source because as you get up to the door, you're going to be able to see more. There.
See more. I'm sorry.
More. Let me. All right, that should be enough to give y'all the view. And then we're going to kind of treat this almost like we're in combat because you've already been told there's monsters in there. So I want you guys to approach this, let's call it slowly or carefully, or however, if you want to Leroy Jenkins it, of course you can. I would not presume to stop you.
This isn't Tusk, so no.
But what I would say is let's go ahead and establish kind of like the marching order and let's kind of move one at a time in, and I can give you a little more information of what you can see there. Like for example, when you get up to that first set of double doors, you can kind of see a little bit to the left. We're looking at Zeb's screen here. So Doc, if you could move your token right up to where the other guys are, they'll be able to see a little bit. All right. Right there on the north side, you see there's like a little hallway.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it's just a fake wall that's been broken down, and you can kind of see in the shadows behind it some rubble. So there's that, and then straight ahead you see towards the temple area that they were describing. Yeah, the temple, right. So you are right at the precipice or right at the entrance of what is being described as the dusty foyer. So there are spikes hammered into the floor holding open the double doors. So they are forced open and held there with spikes on the floor. And then on that north side is what was probably once a secret door because it looks like the fake wall was just knocked in.
All right, so the spikes holding these doors open, they look pretty sturdy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you want to say Dirk, me, and then I don't know who wants to be in the third and fourth spot.
Hey, you two. How far in did you get into the room before you turned back?
Right past the other double doors, there was one of those things it was like hanging from the ceiling, and it fell on my cat, and we ran.
Ugh. All right. I'm just making sure there's no weird things in the way, like traps and whatnot.
I mean, 20 feet past that door, maybe. I don't know. I can't tell you for sure right now. But you can let me know when you come back out, right?
Right.
All right, Dirk, you want to move up, and then I'll follow, and then I don't know if whoever, Jerum or Doc, you guys are in the order.
Oh, my arrow keys aren't working now.
Crazy
There we
people. Why
go.
didn't you bring your dragon with
Right,
you? Why don't
so-
you just go bring a dragon? Maybe the dragon can eat the jelly.
I'm going to stand in front of the double doors. Well, behind, technically.
In front of the behind.
In front of the behind.
So only because we need this for the light, I'm going to move Doc up just to show the light better.
Yeah, I mean, it's working for my character fine, but
Yeah.
Let me kind of put it like there. Okay. Just to be able to show the view. So who's actually up front and how are you approaching the room?
it's me and Dirk up front, like I guess
Okay, so-
side by side.
Grim and Dirk, and like what's your approach? What you
Dirk's,
want to do?
Dirk's going to step into the door frame and kind of look around and see what he can see without stepping into the room fully. Just kind of like glancing an eyeball into the room to see if anything's up there or around.
Is there
Doesn't want any
anything down that?
surprises.
Yeah, and there's also I want to look down this hall. That's like the secret door that's been busted open.
Okay, yeah. So let me just give you a quick answer for that one. There's a room behind it. You can't see it yet because I have to click this button and then that button. And if you want to move your token
just to see
further, technically, you will be able to see it, but others won't unless Zeb moves it. But it is a room just that has nothing but rubble in it. So it's like there was stuff in there, but it's all been busted up.
Okay. And I mean, because Dirk and I are both dwarves, and this is a dwarven place. Is there? Yep. I want to kind of check, like the walls, even like this whole hallway. I'm assuming if there's a secret door up here, it could be a secret door the other way too.
Okay. So while you get your perception roll ready, I'm going to get Dirk's perception roll for looking around the room to see what he sees.
Okie dokie.
Because Dirk has a pretty good view, especially considering you guys actually have infravision, ultravision, what have you.
That's a weird roll. It like hit the side of the screen, then just fell straight down instead of rolling.
And I didn't even see it. I'm just lucky. But I see from Dirk a perception of 13. Yep. So let me
not the best, not the worst.
It's not. It is neither the best nor the worst. It is slightly above average, though. And then Chris, you did roll for perception. You got 18. So the wall directly to the south does appear to have a similar kind of like pressure mechanism as the one to the north that's been all busted in. You can kind of see the mechanism there. Okay. So that wall to the south does indeed have a looks like a release to open up the wall.
Okay.
It's pretty secret though. It took a little effort to find it. And I'm going to say for you, Randy, for Dirk, because you already know what's in the room, 13 is going to be good enough to be able to see from the ceiling in front of you. Let me get myself on the right layer here so I can show this. And we'll put this on the token layer. Bam! So on the screen there, you can see the ochre jelly, roughly the size of a small elephant.
Wow, that's pretty big.
Yeah. So it is considered in D&D terms a large creature, which means 4 squares, whereas you guys are medium creatures, 1 square.
Oh, man.
They described it correctly.
You can definitely see it before it sees you.
Is Dirk the only one that sees it right now?
He's the one that sees it first. Okay. There's no problem with anyone else seeing it, but no one else was looking around the room. Dirk can easily relay the info.
I relay the info. Hey, I see the jelly.
Yeah, why don't we take care of that from here?
I can throw my hand axes, but not really ranged. So
you can give him a hand axe.
Hey, Ranger.
Hi.
Hi, buddy.
Come here.
Come here, buddy.
All right, I'd like to cast a spell if I can. Unless you need us to roll initiative or something, Joe.
Sure. If we are going to start things, we will do initiative, but you guys will get the first round. Surprise round, if you will.
All right.
And what, Zeb, if you want to, the right-hand side of what you're currently displaying, you can just zoom in on that, so we won't really be doing anything on the left side. Yeah, that'll work. Cool. Because that'll get us the characters there and the room. And just so you can, just so I can give you a good description from the lighting, you can see those are pillars. Those are stone pillars, and you just can't see past them. But those are stone pillars. And let me see if there's any specific description to deal with. So overall, the entire the temple area is smoothly hewn from the rock, from the solid rock around it. Ceilings throughout are about 10 feet high and flat, and all doors you've seen are made of carved stone. What else here? And there's a lot of dusty rubble, mainly because this place was ruined and has just sat for a long time. And there are no actual light sources. I'm just faking it right now so that we can get through what we're doing.
Cool. Yeah, if I can, prepare to shoot an arrow at it. If you want to go ahead and cast the spell.
Yeah, let me get to. Let's get to an initiative. So let me. I'm just going to click add turn on this guy. At least I think I did.
What's do we mess with like distances and stuff like that? Like how big is one square?
Yeah, 5 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We're well in range of most anything.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me see. Where is
Except for me, unless I equip the whip, then I can hit it from 10 feet away.
equipping the whipping?
That's
The
pretty cool.
whip.
All right, let me click that. Bam.
Ochre jelly.
Initiative. All right, so I got initiative. Where the heck is the combat tracker? I know I had this last time where I was like, where's the combat tracker? So if you guys want to go ahead and roll initiative just so we can have an order ready.
Sure.
Let me do this. Got to move my jelly to a different window,
Where
like
did
they all say.
There it is. Wow.
All right.
Terrible.
Why
Yeah,
am
I was
not-
almost an 18 and then knocked over to a 5. I was like,
turn
come
order.
on.
There it is. I had to click it.
Mine was an 18 and it fell to the 2, which gave me a 1.
All right, so let's do this. We're going to sort, and we're going to sort the other direction. And so for the first turn, we're going to skip the jelly because you guys get to go first. So we're going to start with Jerum. Jerum, what you want to do? And I guess let's do a quick recap, Eli, if you don't mind. A quick recap of what a combat round in D&D kind of consists of.
All right. So a combat round is just a simple order in which people can take actions to keep things, I won't say streamlined, but at least organized.
Yeah.
The way it works is whoever has the highest initiative count goes first. Second highest goes second, all the way up until you get to whoever rolled the lowest. In this case, Dirk with a 1. Sorry, bud. Feels bad.
Yeah.
You have
Damn.
typically 3 things that you can do in a turn. An action, which is going to be most of like your attacks, your spells, your movement. And then if you have something special going on, a bonus action, which might be another attack or another spell or something to that effect. My character in this instance specifically is... what are you guys talking about? There's a shiny rock over there, and I'm going to move forward until my torchlight is actually showing the thing. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh!
Can I grab him as
Oh,
he
that
starts
is
to
horrid.
go?
So the other,
I can't
thing about
see it without my torch being up here.
there you go.
Like,
So the other thing with it, Eli, is what are the things you can do in a turn? Like what actions can you take? Because it is your turn now, and what actions are you going to take?
what actions I'm going to be taking is that is disgusting.
Hit it.
So you can move. That's one thing. You did a move.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
it's making noises in the background. Just ignore those.
Squishy, slurpy noises.
I'm going to yeet the torch. I will throw the torch. I'm not actually throwing it at the creature.
Okay.
I want to throw it into an adjacent square.
Okay.
The square that I'm selecting is just in front of the creature,
Yep.
in between it and us. I can mark that
Yeah, go ahead.
at least where I intend to throw it.
Yeah.
Let me know if...
Well, go ahead with a dexterity roll. Because dexterity is usually what you take for a ranged attack. Yep.
Yeah.
And from that distance, I'm going to say you only need a 10.
Yay! I get a +2 to this roll, so let's see.
Is dexterity a good stat for the druid?
It's not bad.
Oh, so close. So
Nine.
what we're going to say is,
Do I hit the creature with it instead?
No, you didn't. You just didn't throw it far enough, so it lands pretty much right in the middle of the room.
That's fine.
So if you want to undo your drawing and move it to the left one,
Where the actual torch is sitting right now.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I
That's a good point, because those are the light sources I dropped on the map, by the way. That's why you can see them.
I mean, they're a little hard to pick up, like at a glance, because of the light color.
But go ahead and
map,
make your mark on that spot too.
Yeah,
so at this point, you've taken a move action and an action. Like
yes,
essentially an attack. You didn't really attack, but you threw a torch.
I have used my action to do in. I haven't. You could argue it's an attack. I would say it's an item interaction.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Not really an attack if you weren't trying to hit it.
Yeah. So there's the torch. It's got a little fire on top.
Nice.
But yay, I can see.
Yes, you can.
And upon realizing, like, oh, that is horrid. I don't want any part of that. I'm going to spend a last bit of my movement to go behind a pillar there and just be like, why didn't you guys tell me it was disgusting? Look, I can set it on fire next turn. I can set it on fire here. Give me a second.
Let me. I'm trying to open more than one thing here, and it's being picky.
I think that's gonna be it from me.
Okay. So after, actually, if you wouldn't mind, I'm going to click the arrow. But if you can see on your screen with the turn thing, can you see? Can you click an arrow, Seb? I don't even think you have them. I may need to click it.
I can, but it doesn't do anything.
Oh, that's just the sort. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so I'm going to have to click the next turn. So that moves us now to Doc. Doc's up next.
All right. I'm in perfect
you can
line
see
of
it
sight.
now.
Yeah. Perfect line of sight of the jelly. I'm just going to go ahead and attack it, because why not?
Go for it. What you going to attack it with?
With my longbow and
I
arrows.
forgot I wanted to open the creature up again. All right, so there it is. Because I'm going to be looking at things like what kind of damage resistance and other stuff it has. So we're good. Go for it.
All right, cool. So I'll roll the hit and then the damage,
Yeah.
right?
You roll the hit first. Chances are you're going to hit. Jellies are pretty easy to hit. Plus, you're just going to roll.
And with the way you've been rolling.
Wow.
Yeah, wonderful 24. All right, well, let's see the damage.
Cool. So the longbow,
Can we
that
like put his
definitely
dice in a
hits.
salt bath or something? Like these things are rigged.
Oh, what do we got here? 9.
9 damage. All right, let me move. Let me go to the thing and reduce it. -9. I can do this.
What?
Damn.
Why did it? What?
That's weird.
What was that? Eli, did you roll a longbow?
I rolled his damage. I don't know why it's let me do that.
I also did
We're just gonna keep rolling until we get
Yeah,
something like.
it's if you click like where it says longbow in the chat,
That's
it'll just
weird.
auto roll it.
Yeah, that's weird that it would allow someone else to do that.
So that's there. You know what? I'm going to put. I guess I'm going to try this. There. Okay. I can put the hit point bar up there. I'm going to do that so that you guys can actually see them.
Nice.
Cool.
So just like on your character, you're not going to see a number in it, but you're going to see it goes the width of the monster's squares.
Yeah.
You can see it's been reduced by some. So that's just to let you guys know the monster's been hit and hurt. All right. So Doc, are you going to stay in the same place or move or do anything else?
I'm going to stay in the exact same place unless I need to get out of the way for I believe that's Grimdal.
I don't know. Let's find out. Grimdal's up next.
Yeah, you won't have to get out of the way.
All right, cool.
Grim, what you got?
Casting Sacred Flame on the creature.
Sacred
Which, I don't know. Horrible damage.
Now, what is
is it-
he has to do a DC 13
Yeah,
dexterity?
dexterity save. Yeah, it basically comes down from the heavens, you know.
And of course, Jelly doesn't have
Right.
great dexterity.
Yeah, I would assume.
Let's,
I rolled like crap for damage, so
let's see what I got here. Dexterity. What the? Why did it roll 2 dice? Why did it roll 2 dice?
is it like doing
I don't know, but I'm going to take the first one.
advantage, disadvantage, or something?
It could be. There's probably some setting in here that I don't have set right. Definitely something to revisit between sessions. All right, so it does not get out of the way, which is what you said, 3 damage, right?
Yep. Yeah.
That's a cantrip, right?
Yes,
Yeah, so not horrible. I mean, you could just keep casting it without losing any spell slots.
that's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
That's pretty good. Otherwise,
It's definitely
all
better
right.
than the regular flame that I'm gonna have.
It's way more sacred.
Any damage is better than no damage.
Exactly.
And anything else, Grim?
No, I will stay put there.
All right, then we move on to Dirk, who's number 1.
so since he said he wanted to go range, I had switched my whip. So I'm going to move within range, standing next to this torch here that's recently over here. Just kind of glare at it for a second, and then I'm going to whip it like it's hot.
And you have the 2-handed weapon, right? So you're staying an extra square away. Is that what you're doing?
It's the whip, so it's a 10-foot range.
Okay. Just want to make sure that you've got the range for what you're doing.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Go for it.
I need to go to my inventory. Is it inventory? Yes, it's inventory.
Yeah, it'll be there. You can equip it, and then
Yeah.
from there, it'll show up in your action slots.
Yeah, just equip all the weapons so they're available.
Okay. All right. And I'm sorry. There we are.
I
Okay.
think Dirk needs
There
to
it
beat somebody
goes.
to death with a shovel though later on.
Oh, nice. Okay. So I hit it with 22.
22 definitely hits. Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage.
And then I guess it's this, right? I don't know if that did anything. Let me click that.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, I did? Okay.
Well, it's
So-
coming up as unarmed strike, 3 bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
I don't know
You
what
have to roll the damage for the
Oh,
whip.
I clicked the wrong. Sorry.
Yeah.
You can clip the purple whip thing in the chat. I think I'll roll
Yeah.
damage, right?
Did that roll that time?
Or pinkish.
It might.
It didn't roll.
Sick.
That's weird.
I don't see anything.
There it goes.
I think you're going to get more than a 3. Nope. You're
It's
gonna
still
get
a 3.
That's hilarious.
God has said.
Yeah, it was
No.
destined to be.
You know, I hit
Oh,
it.
God damn it!
Oh no! So now that you have awoken the one jelly, I don't know if you guys paid that much attention, but the dwarves did tell you there was a couple of them in there.
Yeah.
So the other one, now that they can actually join combat, if you will, for the next round, the other one right to the south of Jerum. Hey, buddy. Yeah. That one was on the wall, kind of flops to the floor.
As soon
And-
as it makes that sick, just plopping sound, I want to scream like a rabbit.
Nice. Let me add a turn for this and give myself a fresh roll. This guy's going to have a 3. Trey. All right, so we're going to go into the next round with the first injured Okajeli. And let's see, what does it have for range here? It's a weapon attack. The reach is only 5 feet. So it's going to slime over
Gross.
to Dirk,
Pass.
and it reaches out a pseudopod of jelly to smack Dirk. Let me get, where's my button? There it is. Let's click that. It rolled 2 again. I'm just going to take the first number. 19. Does 19 hit Dirk's AC?
Unfortunately, dang. Nice hit.
Dang it. And then I want to do the damage from here, but it doesn't want me to. Let me see what happens if I click this button. That doesn't do anything. All right. I guess I'll just roll it separately.
Go
I
for it.
think. Blah, blah, blah. Because I don't want to take the static number if I don't have to. But it's way too much damage.
I was happier when you said 2, by the way.
So it is that. So 9 plus 2 is 11.
Dang, that's most of my health.
Oh my god.
That's most. They can hit pretty hard, but they're also very easy to hit. And you just, happen to walk right up to it. They don't move very far. You could outrun them like the other guys did. They just ran away, and the jellies didn't bother chasing them. Because what do they need to do that for, right? All right, but it hits you, and then it also does one. So that's bludgeoning when the pseudopod reaches out and smacks you. But it also does 1 acid damage as well. Not that is a different hit point number that you reduce it from, but 1 acid damage.
Sorry, that's still most of my health.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I'm down to 2 hit points, and I'm the fighter.
Ooh.
Yeah. It had a really good roll, though. I mean, a 19 attack. It's pretty good. All right, Jerum, you got that one next to you. Just smacked onto the floor. You did your little rabbit scream. And the other one just definitely took a mega swipe at Mr. Dirk.
Yeah, this was an anime. I would have flew through the air and hit the wall.
Okay. This is gonna be stupid. But what I want to
Welcome to
do
the club.
is I want to use my action to move away from this ochre jelly that has turned my nice burlap pants into brown pants.
Nice.
I'll move here. And
Did you make pellets?
I wish. That'd be so easy to clean.
Yeah.
I want to move up there, and I would like to drop one of my torch bundles into its square.
Okay. Are you wanting to light it first?
No,
Okay.
because that would not actually work out action economy wise to do so first. Because if I were to light it before dropping it, that would be in item interaction. That's my action. I have the bundle. I'm just like dropping it off. I'm dropping an item. Dropping
So
is
essentially,
nothing.
you're dropping a bunch of kindling on the jelly.
Not even on it, just in its square.
Okay.
And I will go ahead and mark where I will have dropped that.
Okay.
Here's well, brown is just a bunch of sticks
Nice.
right here. All these torches.
Just sticking it to them.
And I'm going to cast Control Flames. One of the effects of Control Flames that I can use is you instantaneously expand the flame being any flame that is currently going, my original torch. You expand the flame 5 feet in one direction, provided that wood or other fuel is present in the new location, which there now is.
You're an amateur firebender.
Yep. So that will expand the flame from my torch into square with ochre jelly.
Now, just because we don't want to make it any harder on Dirk, I think it's pretty easy to say the flame doesn't have to hit him, because I think his last hit point wouldn't like that.
Well, that's 2 hit points still. Yeah.
But since you can control it, this works for me.
Yeah, the way I understand the spell, it's like I'm using magic to take a small bit and just moving it into another space.
Yep.
And because the fuel I have is there, the flame is actually going. Because like you could easily step over a torch, but that is now a flaming pile.
Yes. Cool. So you set a tiny, well, maybe not tiny, a small wall of flame right there in front of the jelly.
Yes.
Cool. Anything else?
With the last 3 squares of my movement.
Run away!
Well, exactly, yes.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Cool.
And that is my turn.
And just so you know, I'm treating these as very slow because they are. So I'm not doing any like attack of opportunity kind of thing because you're leaving a square or anything like that. They're just too slow. Even when it reached out to touch Dirk, it was like, you really should have been able to get out of the way, but maybe you just didn't see it coming, that kind of thing.
No, he saw it. He just hit it with a whip. So.
You see, no, that's the problem. He tried to block the attack, but he had a whip.
Yeah.
Not his sword.
He also sneezed. It was a whole thing.
And the jelly too can just create a new pod, a new pseudopod out of a different spot where you weren't looking. And since they're so large, it may have just hit you with something you weren't expecting. Well, I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. But let's move on to Doc, who he drew first blood.
Yep. And he's going to draw second blood or third
Nice.
or fourth or whatever it is at this point.
He draw blooder.
Yeah, same target.
Hiker.
Same
By the way,
target.
Randy, unfortunately, I rolled on the high end for damage as well. It's 2d6 plus 2. So
I hit high damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I'm guaranteed 2 hits.
Ooh, that is a 16.
16 definitely hit. So these guys are real easy to hit. You'd have to really not pay attention in order to miss them.
I got him with an 8.
8 damage. We're going to go in and reduce by 8 more. So, looking by the graph, you can see it's more than halfway down now, or right about half, I guess.
Yeah, and
The
for
couple
my
hits you guys did, yeah.
for the end, I'm just gonna move up here,
Move back just a little bit.
just a little
Stay behind me, Doc.
bit, please.
Grim, I'm sensing some healing or something for Dirk, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Grim's up.
Damn, if only I had prepared a healing spell.
Well, I'm going to Sacred Flame him. That'll do it.
Well, I get bonus actions. I can do. Yeah, don't worry. I got him covered. I will do a Sacred Flame again on the.
On Dirk.
On Dirk, right on the creature.
Finish
So
him.
know what's
another
weird?
deck save.
You guys that have played before, when it comes to the D&D 5th edition, it is so hard to die because of all the death saving throws and stuff. It is almost better mechanically to let somebody drop first so that they just get out of the way and you finish off the monster and then heal them up. But it's a weird mechanic. But anyway, let's see what we got. Another DC 13 deck saving throw. Let me try that number out here. I am rolling me. Why did it roll? All right. I got to figure out why it's rolling 2, but I'm still taking the first roll. I rolled a 7. 7 ain't going to do it. So let's go ahead with the damage. That was 7.
Yep.
And still the first one?
Yeah, same one. Yep.
Just want to make sure.
Yep. And then for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Dirk.
Ooh, what's the word? Do you know?
I should go, damn it, Dirk.
Yeah.
Did it go through yet?
So is his name the word, or is it damn it?
Damn it.
It's damn it.
Your
9.
Your blessing
That's
is
nice.
literally
Nice.
a curse.
Yes. I'm positive, right? That's Grim resolve.
God dang.
So, Randy, go ahead
Actually,
and add
it's damn
9 to
it,
Dirk.
damn
That's nice.
Back up again. I went. He said, okay, good. All right.
All right. And then we move on to the second jelly, who, I don't know. I feel like, they can kind of move. I don't want to say through the pillar. They just kind of move and
Kinda
just
like squish around it.
Yeah, it's more like they shape themselves to the object they're moving. So they get through doors, they get through cracks, they get through whatever. So he technically
Emotional. They can get through it all.
he's really just moving up to Dirk. Sorry, Dirk.
Bring it.
There is light and heat.
Yep. And then he's going to make an attack at the Dirkster. Let me click that
You
button.
can do it. You're the tank.
Ready? But. Oh my gosh. Okay. Remember I told you it's rolling 2 dice, and this is not a natural 20, but I rolled a 20 and a 19.
Wow.
So you're going to get hit.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Let me see if clicking this does my damage. It does. Oh my gosh. All right. So this time it is 10 damage. So 9 bludgeoning and 1 acid.
Oh my god.
Bing, bing, bing.
Ding, 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 ding.
Decimated, man.
They can hit hard, but they
It's
are
a
also, like I said,
final
easy
hit
to hit.
point.
God, we're gonna have to spend all the money we get from all 3 quests on one healing potion for him.
You can do it. Dirk, guess whose turn it is?
Yeah, you better get out of there, buddy.
Is it the I'd be a pincushion if they were using swords?
Yes, sir.
All right. So the weak one. Is there a penalty for switching weapons, or am I able to like draw my greatsword and immediately hit the
No,
side?
I don't have any penalties because when 5th edition first came out, it was readying a weapon was a free action. I don't know honestly if they've changed it at all, but I've always liked the idea that you're an adventurer, you have weapons, you should be able to swap them pretty easy. So readying a weapon is a free action.
All right. So side eye to the one that just hit me that time.
Yeah.
Put the whip over my neck, grab my greatsword, swing, and attack the first one that I was fighting. But a little side eye, like I said, to the the second jerk who attacked me. Oh, jeez, Louise! There's a 9 hit.
A 9 hits. Yes.
Lucky.
Wow, you are not kidding.
Oh yeah, they're super easy to hit. You have to do really bad to miss.
Okay, I thought I clicked it, but I'll try it again.
Let's see. So the 9 definitely hits.
It did not go again.
Mr. Jelly.
I'll try clicking it one more time.
We're gonna get 20 damage.
I get some bad rolls. Okay, so one of my 2d6s was a 1, but I think I have something in my traits that says if I roll a 1 for damage.
Yeah, I remember you said something
Great
like
weapon
that
master.
when we talked about your character.
Let's see.
Yeah, is
Feature
that doing?
traits. Yeah, I have great weapon fighting. I can reroll a 1 or 2 on damage dice with melee weapons wielded with 2 hands, which is what the great sword is.
You got it.
So how do I fix the?
Well,
one-
what was the other die?
Okay, so one was a. Where's my? Were they both 1s? It says equals 2. Did I literally just do 2 damage?
What is your plus damage? Because it came out as 7 slashing damage.
Yeah, he's got 2d6 plus 2 for his damage.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
2d6 plus 2. You had a 3 and a 1.
Yeah. Okay.
So the 3 will stay. Just roll a d6.
okay.
And you can do that right from the Roll20 interface if you want.
Yeah. I'll do that then. And it's a 5.
And
Okay,
okay.
so
All right.
4 more damage.
3 and 5 and 2 is what you're doing. So you're doing 10 damage.
10 damage.
Yeah.
Yes, kill this thing.
I'll get the
Trying
hell out
to.
of there.
And
Oh,
I think
Get
I'll
out of there.
back up. Yeah.
No.
Since we're not getting penalized since they're super slow, I will get the heck out of there. Click myself. I'll go, I guess, to this corner side for now, and hopefully I can get some more hills. I don't know if you have any more, and that'll be the end of my turn.
So let me just make you know what? Let's do it this way. Do a for Dirk, do a perception check, please.
Okay. Got to jump screens. Hold on a second.
That's all right.
I wish I had the whole 2-screen thing going right now. Perception.
You could put 2 windows
22.
side by side and try it. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, I'm
Um,
doing side by side, but I have,
Because you are heavily involved with these creatures right now and you're watching their moves and you know they've been coming after you, you know that the distance you just moved is not far enough to get out of their range. That the other one moved that far just to get to you. So if they want you, they can still reach you.
okay.
So I was saying you probably know, let's put it this way, you know you need to get at least like 15 feet away from them.
Okay, so
in
I'm
order for them
gonna
not to be able to come after you.
back into the hall,
Okay.
probably here. 5, 10.
And my other thought there is if you just go behind the other guys, you won't seem as cowardly.
He is heavily damaged.
Yeah.
Side right here. This will be
Yeah.
fine.
But I was
Yeah,
thinking
'cause-
that you probably saw how fast it could move when it was coming after you. So I just wanted to give you that heads up that you really weren't moving out of danger. And
Okay.
since that was your intent, I wanted to give you a chance to have Dirk realize that.
I just wish I was holding a healing potion or something, but I already did an action, so
Yeah,
that's it
something-
for me.
That was something we didn't think of in town.
Oh,
But
I hit the
one of the-
space bar. Why did ignore that? Whatever that was.
Yeah, we'll keep ignoring everything that comes up for now. Now we're going to move on to that ochre jelly number 1, who is just going to move forward to the first thing it can get at.
Is that thing still on fire from the torches?
Oh, you know what? That's a good point. I wanted to do it if it ended its turn there, which it did last time. Eli, what do we want to say is going to be damage for that? It's going to be like a D6 or something, right?
Might even
So
be a D8 for fire, actually.
I would say I would equate it to like the hunting trap that I have in my inventory
Okay.
because functionally that's what it's doing. It is a trap in a single square. It says it takes the mechanics for the hunting trap is DC 13 dex save or take 1d4 piercing damage. You can make a DC 13 strength check to get out of it, or else it keeps doing 1 damage.
All right, so it's a little different in how we'll do this, but I'll start it with a D6 because you said D4, Chris was D8. I'll stick with the middle ground. Let's say we're going to do a D6 of damage before it starts its turn.
Okay. Where are you, D6?
It's that cubic one,
Yeah.
which you can't say is a cubic
And
one.
nature said 4.
Right. Nature says. All right. So it is going to still make its move towards you. So it's moving out of that spot and now is just like, I don't know, singy, sizzly, like it's been a little too long in the microwave on that spot.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's kind of yucky.
Gross.
However, it is now going to attack you. You set it on fire. Let's see. The first roll is a 12. Does a 12 hit?
A
Jerum?
12 does not hit. My AC is 15.
So it missed, which is probably good because it's been doing 10 plus damage. 10 hit points.
Stop it!
All right, so it stops there. We move on to your turn, Jerum, and you know it's got a sliver of life, but there's also another one right there next to it.
I have another bundle of torches.
You have a fishing pole, you can just pull the other ones towards it. I'm thinking Minecraft for some reason, sorry.
I mean, I do have shape water, which lets me alter water's movement, and I also have a full water skin. Just throw it out there, water, bring it back.
And then you're going to be a firebender and a waterbender.
Yeah, next turn I can set it all on fire again.
Nice. So what do you want to do for this turn, though?
Because
you're right there. You're right in the thick of it.
Yeah. For this turn, I think what I'm going to do is let the primal instinct of fear ingrained in all rabbits take over.
Nice.
And I'm going to pull out my quarterstaff and desperately beat it into the ground.
Cool. All right.
Or at least attempt to. So this is quarterstaff.
Oh, a 19 on the die.
Will a 21 hit?
21.
Hey, Grimdal, this guy's got a lot of wood.
He does. That old Bugs
He's a
Bunny.
This
hard
is
man.
one-handed, by the way.
Fucking a quarterstaff.
Isn't that just another torch?
Are you seriously just going to do 1 point of damage?
That's all I can do. I have an 11 strength. I get +0 to the attack. I don't know what you expect from me. I said in the last session, this guy is not meant to be in melee combat.
I can tell you what I expected was you weren't going to roll a 1. That's why I said really a 1. But hey, you had a 1 in 6 chance of it being a 1 and a 1 in 8 chance at the same time. And you have both.
Level 1 character is so fun.
I'm going to turn to Doc and I'm going to say, get out of here while you can. I don't think we're going to make it.
And Doc, of course, is really brave, never worries about dying, and he's up next.
Yeah,
actually,
Doc
before I
is-
say Doc's up next, is Jerum going to move at all or just hang there for now?
No, I
Get
go
out
out
of
fighting.
You're going to stay there?
I'm going to stay here.
You're
He just
crazy.
grabs me by the chain and throws me into the jail.
All right, let's move
Get back
on.
in there.
Just
Let's move on to the next in the turn order is Doc.
Can I still shoot, like, even though there's a character in front of me?
Yep.
Directly in front of me? Okay.
Yep.
It's a 5 feet gap, so.
All right. And I'm just going to stay where I am. I'm just going to try and kill at least one of these things.
I think you'll be able to.
We'll see.
Let's just see how good the attack roll is. Now that we've said how easy it is to get them.
Oh.
8?
No.
Oh my gosh, 8 hits.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
Oof.
So that's
Or-
our minimal number now.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
For our audio only listeners, the on screen the die rolled 20 and then flipped onto the 8 at the last second.
Oh, I didn't even see that because it was behind my turn order on my screen, so that's even funnier. All right, so guess what? Mr. First Ochre Jelly bites it. Can I? I'm thinking of the other one where we could add something. Anyway, we'll just leave it as is. You know what? Actually, now that I think about it, I can do. I can add a thing like that. It's kind of tiny in the upper right, so you can't quite see it on every screen.
Nope.
Let me do that. I can't.
You can kind of see something there.
I wonder if I can just keep adding stuff to where you can actually see it. There we go.
It needs like an opacity slider so you can just make it fade a little bit.
I'm actually putting things on the torch. That's too funny. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'll just keep clicking all
Is that
of
a prism on that torch?
until it shows up. They're all just across the top of it. Oh well, whatever. Oh, all right. I can click the red X, which I thought was to close it. Just puts a red X on it.
Right.
Okay, genius. Wow. Okay, so first ochre jelly is toast. Jelly toast.
Yeah.
Right,
I'm
so
gonna
that was
move back.
attack
Yep.
action.
Yep, I'm gonna move back here.
Strategically placing yourself for the next attack. Nice. Grim. Let's move on to Grim. What's Grim up to now?
I will, since Dirk's hanging out with me, I will give him a cure wounds. Since I got to be near him for that one. So, oh, horrible. Sorry, buddy.
It's all
That's
good.
the worst I
Anything-
can roll, by the way, on that. That's my worst I can get for that.
7.
Still,
Yeah.
7's better than nothing.
That's
Yeah.
I mean, that's still pretty good for level 1
I
because
mean, they've
that's
just
most
been-
of any character's hit points.
They've
Yeah.
just been hitting me hard, so
It's-
that's the
yeah.
problem. Not,
And then I will
not
use my
minus, not minus.
I will
Death touch.
I will do my bonus action to put Shield of Faith on Jerum.
Oh, cool. Tell us what Shield of Fate does.
A shimmering field appears and surrounds a creature of your choice within range, granting a +2 bonus to his AC for looks like up to 10 minutes.
Nice.
So,
So
whatever
for
that
somebody
means. I
who
don't
is
know what makes me
already,
roll. I don't know why
for
I
somebody
rolled
who
for
is
that.
already rabbit panicking, how does he react?
Why am I shiny?
Nice.
It itches.
So what was the roll for?
I don't know why I did it roll. I thought it would just put it up in the thing.
That's weird.
Shield of what?
I think because it has like a +2 and like there's a little beyond next to the +2. Yeah.
That's
I don't know.
Rabbit season.
Yeah.
Well, you get a +2 to your AC for now.
Yeah.
Yep.
so you
Anything
gotta
else
get
Grim
a
is going to do?
17 or higher to kill me.
I will. I guess I'll back up just
So,
one
so
spot.
Jerum, why haven't you said, what's up, Doc?
Ew.
Because
All right, I'm good.
All right, other jelly is right next to Jerum and is going to reach out with a jellied pseudopod.
reach out,
Got
touch Shield of Faith.
Got to hit 17 now for him.
We got again, I'll figure out how to stop the 2. But where last time it was a 20 and a 19, this is a 9 and an 8. So they would both miss anyway. So yeah, the jellied pod swings wildly towards you, and it moves so slowly that it's easy for you to step out of the way in your heightened panic state.
It
Eyes
doesn't
wide, nostrils flaring. My ears are twitching.
Dirk, vengeance is yours.
All right. Now that I have actually more than one hit point, back to the fray. I can't click anything on the screen to select myself for some reason. I don't know.
If you changed your thing to like the drawing or anything else, you have to go back to select.
Good point.
Yep.
Yeah, I was going to try to draw a skull over the dude, and then it didn't work out that way. All right, so I'm
I
going
was
to run.
wondering what that bear-looking thing was.
All right.
With the
so,
way it looks like a cat on my screen.
yeah, it disappeared on mine, so I couldn't really do anything about it.
It moves around because of the light thing. It's kind of funny.
All right, so inventory. I'm going to attack. Why?
Kill it. Kick its ass.
Inventory. Where is my actions? That's what I need. Sorry. All right. How about 6? Is it that low? Is it?
No.
Oh, 7
You
is
did
a.
not hit.
All right. At least I have flesh to guard you guys.
You got any movement left?
One attack per turn.
All right, so that was a move and an attack. You don't have any free actions or anything, right? Bonus action kind of thing.
No, I don't seem to have anything.
Cool.
Like that.
Jerum.
I have been struck with a
My rolls are
point
bad today.
of genius. What I would like to do here is I want to run away over
Nice.
here,
Okay.
and I want to use my quarterstaff to sweep the lit torches onto its square.
Sweep the leg, Johnny.
Yeah. Put them in a body bag.
Sweep the slime.
Got it.
But
I
yeah,
don't know if you can move your drawing.
I can't, but I can redraw it because
It's close
not
enough.
in the old
I
space
think-
anymore.
Yeah. I think we got it. I think we're good enough with it there. So you're going to do that, and you're moving the fire to where it will affect it.
Yes.
Cool.
I think it's safe to say that is an item interaction as my action.
Mhm.
I'll accept that.
All right, so that's move, action. I don't have bonus actions, so
Although, you know what? Just because we're kind of into this, let me throw one of my homemade rules into it. If you want to do a dexterity check to sweep it while you're passing it, I'll let that be part of your movement.
ooh,
But
I'll
I would
take
give it a target of 13.
I'll take that. Let's see.
13.
13.
13. All right, so you're able to do it as part of your movement while you're running yourself over there. You can reach out with the
15.
quarterstaff and move the kindling over.
All right, so then I still have movement, so I was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay.
30? And that's as far as I can move. From the safety of back here,
Yeah.
I would like to throw my spear at him.
Cool. Let's do it.
14 to hit.
14 hits. Full show.
This is going to be a one-handed throw, of course, so that's going to be 4 piercing damage.
4 damage. Definitely better than your last one.
Yep.
Cool. All right, you can see it didn't take too much off of it, but it did do a little bit of damage. And let's see.
It feels nice to be useful.
Hey, Joe, since we're still getting used to these characters, could I have actually had used my second wind to get more hit points?
Yeah, or you can do it this turn.
Yeah,
Second
okay.
wind, I think it's a bonus action.
It's a bonus section, yeah.
Yeah, I mean you can do it this turn if you want.
I'll just wait until he hits me and kills me. Then I'll use it.
Well, you do.
Yeah,
Oh, you know
At
what?
that point, I'll use it as a reaction.
I was going to say it's a good point in that the jelly goes before you. So if you want to do it now, go for it.
I'll just wait. It's fine. What's the chances of them hitting me hard a third time?
Oh boy.
Do you want to have said that out loud?
Yes, that's the Dirk way.
It's fine. You know what? It's the first campaign. If I have to make
Cool.
another character right away, who cares?
All right, let's see what Doc does here.
All right, he's gonna take 2 steps forward and attack.
1 step
again.
back.
Super
No,
strides.
Super bland here.
It's about how it works out. You can describe how cool the bow shot is at any given time if you like.
This is behind my head.
Nice. And good gosh, you definitely hit. 15 hits.
360 no scopes it.
Awesome, a 7.
7. 7. I can reduce that by 7. Minus 7 for the ochre jelly is about 2/3 still of life. 1/3 down, maybe, approximate.
Cool.
All right, so Doc moved up, took a shot. Grim is up next.
All right.
Grim,
I'm gonna,
grimy.
yeah. I think I'll run in and pound him with the warhammer.
That's what she said.
What?
What? Why?
I don't know what y'all are so confused about. That's a good Saturday night.
Hi-oh.
Hey,
Yeah.
Since I have a shield up, it's just the one-handed.
More like, hey, ow.
I'm trying to do something else behind the scene too. So what we got? 18 with the warhammer definitely hits. How much damage?
It's just the 2 points of damage.
2 points of
God.
damage.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Ooh,
I'm one-handed because I got a shield on.
We cannot kill anything.
Yeah.
The only thing we're fighting right now is the dice.
And losing horribly.
You know what?
Crushing
This is the
it.
dice getting mad at us for not helping the little old lady in the windmill first.
That's what it is.
You know, she was
We're helping
technically
people.
on the way.
This was motivated by your greed, and now the god of greed is punishing us.
So Grim was the last one to hit the jelly, and Jelly's going to try and hit him back. Let's see what we got here. Nasty yellow slimy pseudopod reaches out with a big fat left-handed slimy jelly nasty 12. Does that hit?
No, I got an 18 armor class.
These things cannot hit unless it's Dirk.
Yep, pincushion me.
In which case, easy for some reason. All right. And that's all it is doing.
Maybe
And
they
it's now-
think he's the original slime and just want to go back to the roots.
So now it's Dirk.
All right, let's not get it too. Yay! All right.
That
Ignore
All
the
right.
person that just showed up there. Please. I'm just trying to do something here.
Oh, 13.
13 damage.
gosh, dang.
Eat it.
13?
13.
What?
This is me not paying attention while I'm trying to set the light differently.
Joe's not looking at me, so I roll 20 for damage or attack and then 13 for damage.
Dirk steps forward. Minus 13 on that life brings it down to maybe about a third of its health.
Hey, listen here, you piece of crap.
Yeah, he got tired and got pissed off.
You crack
And
boots.
before it's the end of my turn, I'm going to go ahead and use my second wind and get some more health back too.
Cool.
Good call. Good call.
I almost was like, all right, and I'm done. No, I'm going to go and do this real quick. Is there a button for it? Is that it?
So
Oh, of course, it's a 1. Cute.
Oh,
Oy.
well, you got a +1, so you get 2.
Look, at least you're at over 2/3 health now. You're fine. You're good for one more fight.
Hey, I've taken 11 damage at once from these things.
You're
So.
good for one more fight.
Jerum, roll me a d6, please, because I forgot the little rule we just made up. It was in the fire at the beginning of its turn, so a d6.
Woo!
We're going to add 2
Yay!
more, or subtract 2 more
Fire
at that.
damage.
All right.
And
And now, Jerum, your turn.
I no longer have any real weapons to throw at it, so I will be taking penalties if I throw anything else. But I really like the idea of Jerum throwing his bear trap at this thing. Like unprimed,
Yeah.
it's just something to huck at this thing.
What do you have, or what are the rules for improvised throwing weapon? Is it like a d4?
D4. Yeah.
An improvised weapon will do a D4 plus strength modifier damage, and you have disadvantage on the attack roll.
Okay, if that's what you want to do.
I want to do it.
Let's
So I'm
do
going to
it.
roll 2 D20. This is throwing, so that's +2, but it's disadvantage. Okay, so 8 is the lower roll. Add 2 to that is 10 to hit it with a hunting trap.
Nice.
You say 10 hits.
All right, it takes 2 bludgeoning damage as a closed bear trap comes flying out of my backpack at it. Everybody else in the room can see that Jerum is panicking.
Who
Like,
throws a bear trap?
it's just a bit like, he just isn't used to fighting these things. Oh no, yeah, he's terrified. But
Look at this guy. He's throwing away perfectly good bear traps.
Huddled in
But
the
it's
corner.
still kind of right there.
just kind of like splats into it, sinks
Yeah.
a little.
Bloop, bloop.
It's perfectly good still.
So
Hell,
this
it'll
is one
probably
of-
be cleaner after it comes out of the ogre jelly.
Right. I was
They
going
like
to say,
eat all the stuff off of it.
one thing that you guys will probably notice, something that Doc probably already knows, is that these dissolve flesh and bone, but not metal. So hitting it with something metal, or even throwing your bear trap in the middle of it when it's dead, you'll probably be able to get it out.
I'm definitely not getting any of those torches back though.
Probably not.
Well, I mean, the
Even if so,
one,
they might not like.
the first one that I threw, I can probably get back. That
Yeah.
one's been left alone. But yeah,
And-
that's my.
I mean, I
It's
glared
like
at
not
it
moving.
before I glared at it before I whipped the first one.
Oh, right. You gave
Other
it
than
evil
that,
eye. It's
Evil
cursed.
Eye. Yeah. You're gonna roll ones the rest of the campaign.
Again, ignore this other figure that I'm putting out there. I'm still just trying to see if I can make the light work differently.
was
You're
about
just a
to say-
random god here.
I was about to say, like, who is this stranger and why are they approaching me?
But it's Doc's turn, so go for it, Doc.
All right. Second verse, same as the first. I'm not moving, so I'm just rolling to attack.
Get him. Hey.
Oh. A 15.
Where's my song
that did it.
Siegfried the Mighty?
I did it.
Please, no.
Oh, you did. Well, I'm rolling for damage now, Joe.
Yep,
That's
that's
a
cool.
relic from ages long since past.
Dude, we never finished that campaign either. Oh, there's Dirk.
All right, so I think I kind of got a light thing figured out. Kind of. While I'm interrupting what you guys are doing. Sorry about that.
We're not doing anything.
It was just 10 damage. That's all. You know.
Just stomping him to the ground.
So you did 10 damage.
Yep.
All right, let me remove that damage from it. And it, if it were smart enough to run away, it would have been running away by now.
The
But
only
Oak
place for
Jelly.
it to run is back.
Oak Jelly don't give a damn.
Yep.
And is that the end of Doc's turn?
That is the end of Doc's turn.
All right, Grim, you want to finish it off? Take all the credit, all the glory.
Let's see if I can pull it off with one other Warhammer strike.
I will tell you ahead of time. You need 5 points of damage.
5 points.
Can't promise anything on that one.
Well, you hit with that 19.
Yep.
You definitely hit with a 19.
Oh, let's go.
Nice.
Nice.
7 points.
Destroyed.
So let me go to that red X thing. Bam.
Thing goes splat.
Figured it out. All right, and then and you can kind of ignore this thing. I should have changed it a little bit.
Just imagining those guys outside just hear the screams from 30 feet away echoing about. I wonder what's happening in there.
I lost another.
Especially your
Another
rabbit squeals.
And
What in
consider-
God's name is that?
this is another one of those things that when we talked earlier about some of the mechanics of a combat round, it's supposed to last about 6 seconds from the top of the order to the bottom. So in reality, you guys have been in here less than a minute
Yep.
fighting this thing.
And we're
it
going to
went-
come out. All right, we fixed it.
So by the time it's dead, you can see behind you the 2 dwarves just kind of hanging out there.
Just like looking through, just like one confused, the other amazed.
Let me see here.
I hope you
How
like
many-
your new snot swimming pool.
How many of the things did they say were in here?
2, or at least 2.
They said a couple, I think.
Yeah.
2 jellies. And just to make it easy, I'm going to remove them from the map just because it's going to be easier to see.
Oh, your first torch was covered with slime.
Yeah, as far as the stuff that you threw, well, first off, we're going to end the combat. Let me do this. Remove all turns, clear the list, and close the turn order. All right.
Nice.
So we're out of combat, and what we got, if somebody wants to undead the drawing, I can't remember who drew it.
I don't know how to erase it.
Select
I
the
think
draw tool.
Oh, look
and
at this.
should
It
have
actually
your
lets me-
drawings and text in the pop out.
It's letting me select things, so I can actually
Oh,
delete
nice.
selectively. That was kind of neat. All right, so I was able to kind of figure out this thing. This token is just called light, and it's going to let me move a light source around to illuminate things on the screen for Zeb. And just so you know, Zeb, you should be able to move it too if I need you to move it. But anyway, that's the room, so you can see the whole room there now. And yeah, the 2 dwarves that that you guys talked to, so Daslin and Norbus. Now here's the thing, they used like what looks to me like female human tokens, but these are dwarves as far as I could tell. So that throws me off now that I see the tokens for the first time.
I mean,
They're
sometimes
actually-
with dwarves you can't tell, right? So,
They're
you
actually
know.
female rogues in disguise. Now they're
Yeah.
attacking us.
Ah, no.
Oh,
Betrayed.
But the one lower down on the screen, the one on the south side, is Norbus. The other one you haven't gotten the name yet because players never seem to ask the names of the NPCs, but that's okay. It's okay. But the one that was talking the whole time was like, "Did you see that, Norbus? They could probably kill the dragon." And Norbus like, "Yeah, right. There's really a dragon. Whatever. Don't overcook the food tomorrow, damn it." and so they're like, you guys probably want to look around more and let us know when you're all set. We'll be out here." But
Yeah, I kind of want to check that passageway that I found that, kind of might have mirrored this one here.
This structure that I'm next to, is that like an altar or like a sarcophagus?
It is a blood-stained limestone altar. Limestone altar, not limestoned. Blood-stained limestone altar at the far end of the room. And this was as far as the dwarves had gotten before the ochre jelly scared them off.
Yeah.
Is there anything else in the room?
I would also like to pick up the one torch.
I am just looking at a couple of different things. So first,
The first jelly died on top
let's
of that.
Let's go with what Chris had said, because Grim. Well, actually, first before we do any of that, do you want to do the healings, because Dirk still is hurt.
I'm still only down 4, so
Hey, it's up to you.
Yeah, I'm out of spell slots, so that's
Okay.
not going to work for me.
Then let's just move on from there. So Grim wanted to look at that spot on the. I'll put my light dude over there. Right, that's the spot where you wanted to check out, right?
Yeah, because you said there was a door that, or
Okay.
a pressure plate or something. I
So
assume it kind of.
let's see if I can. How do I? So there is now. My question is, how do I make secret open?
How do you open doors?
Yep, that's what I'm looking for. Let's see. All right, so there's something there.
make secret passage door open now.
I guess, can I just if I delete that, does it do it? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So let me go back to the token layer and.
Oh, cool! I could kind of see in here a little bit.
Yeah, you
Not
should
really.
be able to see, because I put the light. Oh, I still need to place a light source. Son of a biscuit.
Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't let me. It lets
It's
me
me.
view areas,
Yep.
but
It's me. It's not you, man. It's me.
it's so weird.
All right. So that hallway continues down, and again, I'll use my my light dude here to.
Don't worry, buddy. I'm following you.
Oh, okay.
And you can see that it goes down there, and there is a. I got to select tool.
We got 2 doors.
Again, ignore the light dude. But yes, there is a door there to the north. And you can tell from where you were in the other room, especially dwarf, this stuff. And you're in the ground. This door leads towards the room that you were just in. That room is like 10 feet on the other side of this door. So there's something in between here and there because there's a door, but you know that you're really close to that other room. And then to the east is another single door.
Yeah, I'd like to listen at this northern door first.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Woo. Woo, he says.
19.
19 on perception. So let me double check a couple of things here. Okay. Aside from the breathing and noises of your companions, you do not hear any other noises.
Is it? Check it to see if it's locked.
Doesn't say anything about the door.
I'm right behind you.
Quit breathing on my neck. Jeez, you always do
Okay.
that.
No, it is not locked.
I will open the door.
How do I get rid of this?
Delete the door.
And that's what I'm doing, man. I'm like, I got to figure it out. All right, that was the wrong thing. I just moved the whole friggin' map.
Uh-oh.
All right, I can fix that part. There it is. All right, that delete, and then, or at least I think I deleted it, and then put light. Let there be light. There it is.
Oh, that's pretty small.
And it just leads up to a secret door of the same structure.
Oh, it goes into the main room there.
Yeah. So you could open that,
Yeah, we'll just
and
open
let's just
it up
say you do. You open
Yep.
it, and you can see that it goes up to
just
the
to
other.
verify. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
It leads into the other.
I guess I will go listen at the other door unless Dirk's already down there. It looks like.
Yeah, Dirk's already down there. Dirk, did you want to take a listen in?
Yeah, I'm gonna listen, see what I can hear.
Cool. Give me a perception roll, please.
I'm always on the wrong page. All right, perception. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, you were an 11. You went to
8.
4. 8.
You hear yourself breathing.
It sounds clear.
Yeah. How do you like it now?
Maybe a bit windy. I'm gonna open it.
How do you
Grimdal,
like
are you
it?
feeling okay?
All right, you want to open that door?
Yep.
I can do that. We open the door, and in that this is actually a numbered room.
A white
Yeah.
dragon.
So I'm going to say the dwarf folk can tell that it was probably an earthquake that collapsed part of this room, which is really just kind of fallen in on itself and has no obvious items of value. So just a bunch of rubble, like it caved in.
This place is destroyed there, my friend.
Does it look like it? Can we tell what kind of room this might have been previously? If it's worth for us to check out even more, since we're dwarves, I don't know.
What I would say is we can make it as quick as a perception check, just to double check.
Okay.
It doesn't look like there's anything of value in the room.
Do a quick check.
I might be able to determine that this was
19.
a natural cave-in.
Yeah, if you want to.
Would
It
stone,
is. It is indeed bereft of anything of value. It is just a bunch of fallen walls and rocks and stuff.
would stone cunning help in this whatsoever? Says whenever you make an intelligent or history check related to the origin of stonework, you're considered proficient in the history or skills and add double your proficiency bonus to the check. So, like, maybe the remaining walls could probably tell me something about the structure. I'm not really
Yeah,
sure.
an earthquake did this, and you are positive of that now.
No, I meant the remaining walls, not the like. Okay, sure.
Well, I'll just say there's nothing in the module for what this room is. Except the actual name of this is Area E6, partially collapsed room.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my favorite part of this module.
I think this was the latrine there.
So what I
Creepy
want,
doors leading us all the way down here for nothing.
what I want to look at next.
Welcome to
is-
the human killing room.
I'm going to say let's go back to the temple room.
Yeah. Let's check.
And the next thing, somebody, I can't remember who said it, but somebody had said they wanted to examine this room.
Yeah, I think we should definitely check all the walls behind the altar or whatever, everything. Northern wall even looks like there's a secret door that went to the north, so that went somewhere, right? There's got to be, and we know there's a secret door that we came through to this room down south
From
here.
the south, yep.
So I would assume there might be a similar one up here where this torch is, and I don't know. Yeah.
You know, it wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, if it works out for this pathway, I would assume it's the same.
Let's I have to step away for just a second. You guys go ahead and talk about this room, and I'll be right back.
So, what do you think they did on this altar?
I mean,
It's covered in old blood. Look at that.
Well, it's an
Yeah.
old dwarven altar, but it could have been used by cultists or anything over the years.
We said what, Abathor or something?
Yeah, I think it was Abathor. So dwarves just like sacrifice people?
These are evil dwarves. That's not, I wouldn't say that's the.
you guys aren't evil dwarves, are you?
No, it's not the high. That's not the. That's
I
not how
bought
we
you
are.
drinks and hung out with you guys. I'm evil for buying you drinks, then I'm sorry.
Well, at least he apologized.
Yeah.
Sorry for freaking out there earlier. I've never seen something so disgusting in my life.
Yeah, it's just a little jelly boy. I think we all, kind of took care of it.
They said jelly. I thought it was gonna be like, you know, a cool little, you know, flibby floppy thing on a plate. Maybe I don't.
Yeah, those things were pretty big.
Like a flan.
Yeah, like a
I could
flan.
Go for some flan right now.
We can
Flan
definitely get
does
some
sound
flan when we
really
get back to
nice.
Flandolin.
Flan.
Ooh,
Flan.
now there's an opportunity. You know, what say we just like kick the whole adventuring dragon hunting thing and just open up a flan shop?
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you see a pile of gold to pay for this shop that you want to create?
I mean, I've got a few.
Not enough.
Yeah.
I mean, who's to say?
I don't know. I don't know how to make flan. That sounds like a whole process, you know? Like,
I mean,
Sounds like a lot of work.
I'm beginning to agree with the dark dwarves here, there, my friend Grim.
how do you make a flan?
How do you make a what?
Flan.
All right, we'll do
Flan.
it in a second. All right, so you want to check
We-
around the room?
We have decided to open up a flan business.
Campaign over.
Oh, cool.
flan shop.
I don't see any problem with that.
All you need is flan.
And Flandolin.
Nice. All right, so
That was
let's
Chris's joke.
let me see here. All right, who's going to be looking around?
Dirk's looking around the altar to see if it moves or if there's anything like levers or switches or anything underneath or like the ridges or anything, if there's anything like that.
So Dirk, go for a perception check, please.
It could be worse than a
By the way,
4.
it's either perception or wisdom. It's one of these things, but of course, if you've trained in perception, it's going to be better.
18.
18 is good enough. And where is he looking around? Let me just see if it's
Around the altar, just to see if there's anything, like if it moves or if there's any switches or anything, or levers or pressure plates or anything around it.
We've been
No.
making investigation checks.
You know, investigation is useful too. One of the reasons I'm saying perception is right on here, and this is what I used earlier for when I think I said 13 when I said to search for the door, but I didn't bother to read. It says finding a secret door requires a search of the wall and a successful DC 15 wisdom perception. So I'm going with
Yeah, it does say under closed secret
yeah,
door.
I'm cool with using different skills for things other than what they may originally be intended for. That's why I'm like perception, yeah, investigation. I mean, especially now that you know the clues of what a secret door looks like here, investigation seems like it could be useful. But all that said, no, Dirk. There's nothing there that is like a secret compartment, anything hidden. You find nothing other than the limestone altar.
There was no altercation here.
Oh,
All right, what about to the north? I'm assuming it's another, like a mirrored door opposite of the southern one.
okay. Yep. Let me. We'll do the same thing. Let's do a perception check. Let's see if there is anything there.
22.
Oh, 22. Yeah, and there's another door there. Do you want to open it?
Yep.
Let me go to my delete the door routine. Okay. Door is now deleted, and
Oh, good work, Grimdal.
so you can see down there. And we'll just say you can see what the light dude says you can see there. There's rubble down and to the left, and the hallway goes farther down to the right.
I will listen at this door.
You listen at the door. Another perception check, please.
Would have guessed it would have circled around to that other class.
Not this time. I can't hear shit.
You can't hear
You
nothing.
guys are too loud.
4. Oh my gosh, you rolled a 1 too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you hear anything?
You hear,
No, sounds pretty good.
you hear Jerum say, "Did you hear anything?"
You realize that my hand's resting against the door and you're just listening to my hand.
He's knocking while you're listening.
You
to
hear
him,
a
he's knocking.
heartbeat.
I have him make the cupping sound on the door with his hand, and that's what I listen to.
So, back in the room, who else is doing anything?
We just followed him into this tunnel, so
Yeah. He's leading the
Oh,
way.
all right. I guess
Yeah.
I see that now. I didn't see that before. Yep, I see now. You guys
I'm
made it.
treasure hunting.
I was on a different
Deep treasure.
layer on my map, which made you all grayed out and harder to see.
yeah. Dirk was just standing around, like pushing around that altar. And
I will
everyone
see
just
if the
walked into
door
a
is.
room.
I'll
It's like,
check.
all right.
See if the door's unlocked.
The door.
Yeah, from Dirk's perspective, he made a pun, and then no one was there.
Everyone left.
The door.
This is why
locked.
my comedy show didn't work.
The door is not locked.
I will delete the door.
I delete the door.
I
Oh,
cast delete. And God said, "Be gone."
man. The door has been.
RM-F door.
I get it. All right, so you step into the room, and this one is the east wall of the room has 3 stone bed frames standing against it. Looks like it was some kind of bed chamber. It's a shame they're not on this map. I don't know. What they
I will say we'll check under the beds.
I could
Yeah.
really use a nap. Ugh.
Well, just the frames, right?
Yeah, stone bed frames.
Check them out.
They are of stone quality, very sturdy, and they are kind of built out of the rock, so there's no under, so to speak.
Oh, gotcha.
And they
Okay.
probably had straw or something on top, which has long since been disintegrated.
That could be why they're not represented. If they're made out of the stone, then it could just be like carved into the wall sections.
That's what we can say, but I made that part up.
Okay.
Rather than saying you don't find anything underneath, I was making up that there was no underneath.
What's the rest of the room look like? Since I can't see the corner chopped off there.
That's the shape of it.
Oh, okay, that's it.
Beveled
It's
wall.
not chopped, it's just angled at that corner.
All right, let's look around for doors. There's got to be another way out of this.
You're right.
Crazy. All right, so let's do whoever's going to be searching around, let's do another perception check.
Let's see
I'd
if I
like
can
to
keep
make
it
one.
going here. All right, 18.
Oh, 18. 18 is sufficient. And let's see. So along the south side of the room, I got to pick the right freaking things here again. You do see another of those secret doors right along the far southeast corner. Yeah, where the mouse is, where Zeb's pointing. Well, I'm switching between layers. It's so hard to try and remember that I can ping stuff. So, bam, that spot there. Yes. And you want to open it?
Yep.
I thought you were going to listen first.
I don't see
No,
the points in all of these secret
doors,
doors.
I don't
Just
always.
have tunnels. It's so much easier.
So, yeah, the secret door opens, and it opens to so in this room on the southern wall. Is this the right? That doesn't seem right as a good description. Anyway, an empty stone font juts out of the southwest wall. There's a stone wardrobe against the east wall. And let's see.
What's on the south wall?
A empty stone font. So like a water fountain.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. That kind of-
Check the wardrobe.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Okay. Inside the wardrobe are rotted remains of 2 suits of red leather armor. And I'll throw this one at Doc because this goes back to something he remembered with the temple outside with the statues and what have you. But these were the vestments that are worn by the priests of the dwarven god of greed, Abathor.
Yeah.
And they are remains of, they are ruined at this point.
Maybe
And
it's-
then oddly enough, you can't see it because of the way they cut off this spot. But there is a door on the south part. Can I move this enough to see? What? Let me do this. Like that. The hell am I doing? What the hell is this guy doing? Now it snaps to a different spot. So there is a door, a regular door for this place, a stone door on the very south wall.
Is that where the water fountain is?
I think the way that's described here, I think that the font would be on the angled wall on the west side.
Well, let's check it anyway to see if there's anything in there.
So there is a regular door on the far south.
What about the water fountain? Anything in it?
No, it is empty. Just a stone. It was probably where they did like a ritual water kind of thing, holy water deal.
Just checking.
Yep. And then, so at that other door, you want to just go through that one?
Who wants to take it? I'll go. But
I'll go.
All right, Dirk.
Straight down.
Dirk. Yeah. So I removed the barrier so we could get light in there. So it's Dirk. So Dirk steps through.
There's a door behind the door.
Yeah, I think you went past. There you go.
There's really no in between.
It's just a half room.
Yeah. So Dirk steps in, and you can see to the west is just a wall, and to the east there's a pile of rubble.
And another door.
Yeah, there's also that door to the south. Since you had said that already, I wasn't saying that one. But
you got that doors.
You got the rubble to your east.
Dirk's going to continue the Doors Unlimited and go through the next door.
Okay.
What doors around here?
The Dorks Unlimited.
There is. Remove that door, and that opens into another partially collapsed room. And you dwarven folk would understand, based on being able to navigate in the rock and all that stuff. The room that you're in looks like it's the other side of that other collapsed room you were in. So the other collapsed room is to the south and west of where you currently are.
Yeah, I gotcha. I can see it.
Yeah.
Grim, I don't think we're going to find any treasure here.
But there is a big pile of rubble in this room as well.
You guys want to look? You want to search the rubble or not?
Yeah, I'd say we might as well. It's not like it's gonna kill us.
I do want to kind of check the end of this hall here, opposite of the rubble, to see if there's a secret door. Though it seems like there would be. I don't know.
Let's do a check the rubble first.
Okay.
Here, I got a stick. You can use it to clear some of those rocks.
Stick it.
All right, Barney, we got to look through you. Come here.
Stick it through the rocks, man. Who wants to make that roll? Who's going to make the...
what's the check?
Perception, sorry. I should have said that. It's a check the rocks roll, man.
I'll do it.
Go for it.
Which rocks are you checking?
These ones down by where the light source is.
Huh.
15 total.
All right. So, Jerum, I'm thinking because, I keep going back to the whole rabbit thing. Does he burrow through a pile of rocks to search what's in it?
It's like a dog digging for a bone.
Yeah, I'm just a little curious.
Yeah, so he would get on all fours. It would look like he's trying to get into fetal position while still being upright, and just start with his fingers, just. And
all right. So while you guys are
surprising amount of progress.
Dirk's gonna slowly back out the room and close the door.
He's doing very well.
Every shake off all the dirt that's on him.
Nice. So so Jerum is able to move, as Eli's described, a substantial amount of the rubble, and he clears a spot where everybody can see the end of the episode.
Oh,
hey.
I was wondering which of these rooms we were going to find it in.
It was supposed to be previously when Dirk went in there, and I was like, "There's a pile of rubble," and he said, "I'm going through the other door." I was supposed to find it before this. All right, so that's going to wrap up.
Hey guys, I found something. Boom, boom.
You found the exit of the show. All right, so we are going to wrap this one up, and to me, this was fun. Good first session. We got to get our adventure kicked off.
For
I
sure.
was pretty sure when I knew what the 3 jobs from the job board were that we'd end up with the one that had dwarves in it, because
yeah.
we already had the 2 dwarves in the party, right? So like,
Gotta, right?
yeah, we're going to end up with the dwarves, and that's not a problem at all. So in a way, that's good because that's the one I read the most about. So it made it easier to be prepared. And just a little bit of what you guys, I think, starting to get frustrated with. Oh, it's a door that just leads to another door that just leads to another door. Yeah, this place is like that. But I think it's the only place in the module like that. So it's like it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, in the meantime, like I said, we're going to wrap this one up, and let me see if I can figure out where I put that thing. All right, yeah, and then we can all say about.
Bye-bye.
Adios.
The preceding podcast was brought to you by One Joe Young. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.
Our prospects for treasure didn't work out, but hopefully our delay didn't ruin other lives.
Aw, thanks, Randy.
Nice.